Well, it tuned back into the chat, so there's that. Let's go over here and go over there. All right, so that seems to be working now for a little bit. Woohoo says no Morio. I gotta find a phone number or something. I have to bitch somebody out. I have to scream at somebody now. This fucking bullshit with Streamlabs. I fucking pay for this shit. Reborn again says Bull. Yeah. If it goes down again, I don't know if I'll be able to do. I was in a good mood. I had everything ready to go. All right, so we have to reload all of my screens. If you'll bear with me for a moment, this is gonna take a hot second.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey, how you doing? Shit, don't do a hype train. We have videos and stuff, but don't do a hype train for this. This is pathetic. This is
Party 100.
All right, so there's those links. And where's gotta do that. That's that. I gotta get Rumble back now. Because I can't tie the chat in without. Seriously, Rumble. Ooh, we're edgy. We're different. Could you at least work with the same shit as everyone else? The only chat that can't be part of the show on screen, the Rumble chat. The only one that I have to get new credentials for every time, the Rumble one. All right, so there's the Rumble thing, and now we got to grab one more. David Chandler, we will cheer you up. LOL, filter in, newbie, goofy. Yeah, this just, it keeps happening to me, like, it's not like I'm having computer problems. It's not like there's any problem with anything to do with my computer. Everything else is working totally fine. And I'm having no problems during the entirety of the time I'm setting up the show, prepping the screens, getting the stories, doing all that stuff. It's literally the minute we start going live, for some reason, right after we do the intro, that it starts going, we'll fuck up some more. And it's not even that, oh, well, we can't come back from it. It's not even that. It's that it's like, dude, I had energy. I had momentum. I was getting into a place. I'm trying to fucking perform here. And all of a sudden, just, and this has been happening since last Sunday. This whole, like, everything's going to go wrong at the last minute all at once. And I'm like, have I not been sitting here for hours prepping stuff? Could we not get a problem then when we can deal with it easily? It's an other guy issue, the most frustrating. Don't even know what that means. Alrighty. All right, nope, never mind. That's just that being weird. So let's move this over so I can keep an eye on the Rumble chat. If you're watching on Rumble, thank you very much. Click the, I'd say click the glove, but is there anything to support currently? It's not exactly what I would call the best show at the second. But yeah, feel free to do that. We just have to, I'm going to pull the audio down so we can load up the stories for our first hour here. We've got a full show prepped for you today. And I was in a phenomenal place before that happened twice, which is why I don't know. A third time might be more than I can do. If it goes through a third time, I feel like I got to start talking to people, and this is not. And it just seems odd. Anyways, so there we go. That's going. I'm going to be paranoid now for the rest of the show, too. That's the other fun side to this coin, is now I get to spend the rest of my show constantly paranoid that it's frozen and I didn't realize it. And I got to be like, oh, check the feeds. Are we still going? Are we still live? Are we still good? Are we still going? Why make it so hard? Anyways, Twitch's mobile app loved to crash right after I donate, so I missed thank yous and comments. Aggravating. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. I'm sorry you have that problem. Yeah, but like I said, everything else with my system is fine. My computer is in top-notch condition. Talking won't help. Beat them with your crutches. You gotta find out who to beat, though. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta get a name. Is this live? Is this real live? Yes, we are currently live, hopefully. Fingers crossed, balls crossed. Oh, I'm just gonna finish the water. It's just one of them days.
Cheer 100.
Are you muted? He said. I assume you're joking. But thankfully I am that crazy and paranoid. Just that being weird. So let's move this over so I can keep an eye on the Rumble chat. If you're watching on Rumble, thank you very much.
Let's
click
go live.
that if you're watching on Rumble. Thank you very much.
Let's
click
go live.
that if you're watching. There we go. Yep, we're good. No Morio says hype. Oh Jesus, we did a hype train thing. It's still muted
Party
again.
5000.
Oh fuck. I had the audio down a little bit, but I didn't think we missed the train thing. I'll open that on Twitch while we get this going here. I'm gonna, because I don't know why that's. We need to
Show love 100 YEET.
Thank you so much for that. Very much appreciated. Where's the add-ons? Extensions. Everything breaking all the time. My extensions. We need the sound alerts extension. Modify that. That just went through. I gotta double check where we are on all of those. Open the dashboard. Redirecting you automatically. Blah blah blah. Everything is okay. Have fun, it says. Well, that's what it says, but you're missing your fucking alerts, my friend. So let's go to my alerts. Where are we at on that? Manage the profile. Other alerts. Channel raid. We have that one. Cheering. Text to speech. Converts the speech. Hype train start. The stickers bonking is working. Alrighty.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy.
All right, so it's working. I don't know why it's not working though. Where are we? Level 4. Level 4 of a train we don't deserve for having a failed start. You shouldn't reward people for failure, all right? Let me say this as someone who's been a lifelong failure. If you reward me for it, I'm going to think it's okay. And that's not good. Thank you for the sharp very much. But at any rate, we do have... I thought I had more than one video. We literally have just one video. That's
Cheer
how much
1000.
it hurts. Thank you very much. Perfect, says David Chandler. Well, I played the alert out of the browser, so at least that's working. We'll leave the extensions window open, or the extensions dashboard open, and hopefully that will allow us to keep that. Now I need to get this back on the stream manager so I can see the stream. All right, there we go. Jesus Christ. Take your participation trophy. I mean, yeah, you're right. Who the fuck am I? You're right. Where are we? We're at level 4. I'm behind the ball already. We'll go with a controlled burn. Well, that one worked. Thank you, Balls Deep. Controlled burn number 1. Someone's a dick. Who's a dick? Wilbert, thank you for the 25 bits. On the intake, man. Oh. Okay, so we've got one video here that will load. And I thought, just like I thought. All right, so we have, this is, I could have swore I grabbed more than this, but whatever. We didn't have a lot of Hype Train videos. I came up against the wall with that today. Couldn't find a lot of, like, cool, fun stuff. Anyhow, let's go with this one that we do have. This is off of Cartnarks. Apparently, someone went as far as to get a gun involved. So we're going to kind of have fun watching along with this. Well, for those of you who aren't aware of what Cartnarks is, I think we all know it's it's an internet channel of people that deal with people being dicks and just leaving their carts out. And I want to say this, handicapped people, you aren't off the hook for this shit. Start ringing that bell, says Joe Berger. How far are we behind? Oh, shit. Oh, God damn it, you're right. 100 gifted subs. Jesus Christ. Okay. Fuck. I'm going to turn my audio down so it doesn't get annoying while we enjoy the Cartnark video and I give up my forearm. Here we go. Boom. All right. Thank God the screens didn't switch. All right. Here we go.
This man here in the Astros hat looks like he just did a full spot. Excuse me. Spot block. About to find out. Let's take a look, see. It's a spot split, it appears. Wee. That's not where the cart goes, man. Come on. Oh, she's waving at me. Your husband left his cart in the middle of that spot over there, man. Yeah,
well, if it was a cart corral closer, it'd be all right.
It's right there, man. It's 4 spots over.
You know what?
What's there?
That's just too bad.
Oh, you gonna melt?
I wouldn't do it today. You're good.
You the Wicked Witch of the West or something? All right, well, I'm giving you a don't return my shopping cart like a jerk minded there. Good God. I'll tell you. Pardon me, sir.
I've seen your videos and I really don't care what you think.
Well, sir, it's not what
Throw something on my car.
it was a light place. Now, you know what?
100.
Oh, blocked your attack, sir. So now, I thought the rain was getting you today.
I love this dude.
Adios.
And Raptor Neo saying hello. He's going to get shot. I
Now,
mean,
sir, be reconsidered. Would you like to do the right thing and not leave this cart out here?
hold on. You said he's going to get shot. But I am curious. Does he have a? Oh no, he doesn't.
Now you know who I am. Oh, I blocked your attack, sir. So now I thought the rain was getting you today. Thought you were.
Adios.
All right, hola.
I love how people think, oh, I could be a piece of shit, but fuck you for calling me on it. Like, ugh. God damn. Yeah, I just took a hit there. That was so many subs, says Raptor. Yeah, that was a bunch. I think the system was bogged down for a minute while David pumped those through. So we had to hold off a second. Yeah, so that was the 100 that we ran through that he was saying it didn't list off. Well, now it did, David. Congratulations, David. You have your...
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
The channel would be. Alrighty, anyhow, so that is, again, thank you very much, David, for the support. Thank you all for your support in the Level 12 Hype Train. I have 11 burns to get to. So that's how I got my sub. Yeah, it is. David wants everyone to see how awesome this show is, and he's more than willing to front your first experience. He's like a really weird pusher. Only the first high is free, but it is on me kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, and then I look like shit today. I just realized, holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. Anyhow, so then, you know, come on in, enjoy the show, and on we go. Maybe David works for Twitch, and he has unlimited subs to gift. Hey, man, I'm not asking any questions. I'm saying thanks for the support, whether it's 2 bits, whether it's 2 subs, whether it's 200. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, sir, be reconsidered. Would you like to do the right thing and not leave this cart out here? Oh, you got me in the hip. I'm not gonna lie about that.
I love his commentary. I actually want to start leaving my cart out so he'll fucking come harass me, you know? But I know they don't do this shit in Minnesota. We're going to be ending this hype train at level 12. We totally don't deserve the hype train, but thank you so much. So thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I kind of want to start being a dick because I want to meet this guy. This dude seems cool. I love him every time I see him.
Yes, sir, he left his cart
and I never see him. It's always from the camera.
Here blocking the spot, inconsiderate of other shoppers like yourself.
Inconsiderate of other shoppers like yourself. Just, I love the attitude.
You might not have seen that in Narcoteers, but I was using the cart as cover, as a seasoned cart narc agent does. He managed to, I didn't have my full body behind the center of mass of the cart.
Oh shit, we just got another 50.
And so he
did
nail me, well not nail,
now I gotta turn my
hip.
auto down.
have my wand out on that side too. That's just, it's a good toss. You can tell he was ready for it. It was his other toss. Or was that his third toss? Yeah. Anyway, he's seen the videos. He's a bit of a lazy bones. Sir, lethal force is not justified in this scenario.
He was gonna go, like, try to throw it back down on him so he couldn't get away with it. Holy shit, the dude does have a gun. Oh, I still have 10 more to do.
Lethal force is not justified in this scenario.
Wow.
You know that I'm not a threat to you. That's a bit of a, not a bit of a, tremendous amount of being a poor gun owner. Narketeers, we'll try to zoom that in for you. But this fella, you can see he had had a concealed carry.
Oh, Jesus.
On his
Won't be
right
long until he is beaten at
hip,
best shot in the face.
inside his jeans are.
At worst.
He said, come on. Now, obviously, as I just mentioned to him, shooting a cart narc or shooting anybody for placing a magnet on your vehicle is not justified. That's not proportionate.
It's not justified.
The only thing justified is taking that cart back where it belongs. Now, if you have to brandish a gun in order to justify...
Oh, Rusty, I was just funning. I wasn't. And Balls Deep saying worth it. I mean, if I see a dude running it like that to me, I wouldn't think twice. Now, Raptor, this is where I agree. Yeah, if a dude was chasing me down like that, but you know that guy's shtick, you know who that guy is, because that guy knew who the cart narc was. He knew what the cart narc, the spiel was. He knew the whole thing. And he knew that the guy was throwing the... Damn it, David, thank you. Just gonna be jacked by the end of this show. All right, let's pull this down again. I wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. But that's the thing. Like I'm saying, that guy did know, and I just, God damn it, man. Sleepy-eyed Johnny. Sweet. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to give DSP jacking it. All right, here's what. I'm going to give a good couple of yanks on this thing, and I'm going to pull the audio down so it doesn't annoy all of you guys. If you want to clip it and use it for whatever later, you fucking rip your heart out. Here's your chance. All right, there we go, David. Jesus Christ. I'm getting mixed messages. Damn it, David. Thank you. Are you pursuing the CBS case for Perry? What? Are you pursuing the CBS case for Perry? Is there you might have to give me a link to something? I don't know what you're talking about. CBS case. Perry is such a great man. I have no idea what we're talking about. Alrighty. But yeah, David, what you do between 11 and 3 EST need to join us on the Not Right Network. Thank you, Balls Deep, for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. I have no idea what level on the hype. I have no idea what level we are on the hype train, but I have controlled burn number 3 to do, and I think this video is wrapping up. So we'll wrap up this video and then move to stories and stuff. Chandler and Cohen has never lost a case. Thank you for the Wilmer and the 20 bits.
Your laziness, why? I'd say you're lower than a toad's vagina. But that's the kind of thing these lazy bones are. Is they're lazy.
Lazy
they
bones.
lie, like he said about the rain.
Toad's vagina.
And then they're also apparently very, very, very poor examples of safe gun ownership.
I imagine he has to have. All right, thank you, Cartnarks, for that video. Actually, I know a couple other videos we can go to. We have a new one from Ryan. I haven't checked his stuff today, so if we could do that, I bet he's got one this week that we haven't done, or that hasn't been done. I don't know. Do we want to? Where is he at? This is getting boring, Johnny. Faster. You know what? I'm not seeing him on here. He didn't put anything new out. All right, then. Then no. Alrighty. If it happened on my country, that man would be hospitalized 23/7. Again, I feel like I wanted to point out the person that he was doing that with was well aware what the Cartnark was. The Cartnark spiel. And again, I mean, the whole deal is he goes after you for leaving your cart out. I mean, you are kind of a dick. That's why I love the Cartnark. I mean, the people, not 24/7, because he needs 1 hour gap to do that again. Thank you for the sticker. I don't think I'm in jail, but the gift and bits quit working. I'm sorry, man. The hype train is awesome, and I will have to see. I gotta make sure it's about 30 seconds from stopping, so we'll see where we're at on this. We're on level 16, so awesome. Thank you, and I have 13 burns left to do. I'm gonna be so damn out of it for this. Okay. Did we have a Ryan Long video for this last thing? Yeah, we did. I was wrong. Videos. Sex positive dad meets your girlfriend. Oh, Jesus. This could be cringe.
Before you meet my dad, you should probably know he's polyamorous.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, you'll see. Oh, it's open. Dad? Hey, Dad. Oh, okay.
Oh,
say
my
goodbye.
God.
All right.
Oh.
Damn it.
Got me cleaning the pipes
Oh my
over
God.
here. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yes, it's a problem.
Put
It
these
is
up
a
here.
problem.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. We all do it. It's a sex-positive household.
We were waiting on purpose.
I just, listen, I got a date with one of the Orbits tonight, and I want her to have a good time.
So
She
gross.
deserves it. If I could be with one woman, I would. You know, I don't know how some people do it. He's a bigger man than me, a willpower I do not possess.
Anyways, this is Cassie. Cassie, this is...
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Father.
you. Oh.
Okay. All right, that's enough, Dad.
Look at
That's
you.
enough.
Look at you. Let me ask you a quick question before we get into things. Are you two open?
No, we're not open.
Okay, well, let me give you a little piece of advice from your father. You're gonna wanna open this puppy up. There's a lot of options out there. You wanna explore them, enjoy them. Did I ever tell you about the time I went to Burning Man? 3 chicks, one night. I'll tell you what, afterwards, I was the one burning. Oh man.
Oh, no, you did not make that joke. Jesus. Some of the carts of my country, almost all of them, has a lock that you need to use a coin to unlock the cart. When you get the cart back on the place, you get the coin back. And that's it's the way to do it, goddammit. The biggest problem I have is the handicapped people that leave the motorized carts just sitting out in the aisle by the handicap spot. I'm like, I get it. You're a handicapped person. So am I. But how about maybe you don't be a dick? You know what I mean? Like, if you got to have that action happening, I don't know, maybe don't have someone come with you. I have had people help me shop because I have to have some help, okay? I'm a goddamn I am 40. Fuck. Jesus. A 40-year-old man, and sometimes I gotta be like, you gotta come help me buy my diapers. You know what I mean? It's not fun. It's not fun. We don't enjoy it. But it's life. So fucking get someone to go with you. Don't be like, I'm going to just drive this moped and leave it here. Fuck the next bastard that needs it. Because you know whoever's going to get that next is going to need it. It's been raining. The seat's wet. What are they going to do? Stand the whole time? You can't boogie board a handicap cart through the store, even if you have the leg strength. You can always jam a key in the coin lock if you don't have a quarter. That's going really hard. Most stores don't want you to take the motorized carts outside, but I don't know. Employee will probably walk out with you to drive the cart back in if you ask. Oh, totally will. Totally will. And yeah, you're not supposed to for some. They're actually made that they can. I was talking to a person at the local grocery store here in the town I live, and he was telling me that he's had to retrieve one from several blocks away because someone took it for as far as the battery would go, and then they just... That was nicely done.
Guy with a shell necklace in the corner. Watch the whole thing. He was having the time of his life.
Dad, can we just go sit down? There's something we want to tell you.
Sure, sit.
So, yeah, the big news we wanted to tell you is that I just found out I'm pregnant, okay?
Have you given any thought to which trimester you might want to start her OnlyFans? Because there's
Oh
a lot of
my
money to be made in the
No
pregnant market.
OnlyFans. What's wrong with you?
This is a hot market out there. And I get it if you want to wait for the bump to grow a little bit before you get started on this kind of thing.
We don't need money.
I'll tell you what,
attorney.
hey, listen, I actually have done a lot of nude photography before. I got a really professional environment set up. I'll make you feel comfortable. If you prefer him not in the room, that's something we can talk about.
No, we're not talking about me not... No. There's no shoot.
If you don't want to do it with me...
We don't.
I have a friend, Dave.
No.
Hey, you haven't met Dave.
No.
He likes to take photos of women.
Dave.
You can show him the merchandise.
No.
Dave can see if he's interested. You can see if you're interested.
Brad, are we going to
Yep,
dinner?
in and out. What do you mean in and out?
You want to go outside?
Hey, listen.
Dad,
What do you mean? You mean the key in the thing? Okay. In Ohio, black kids jump on the free wheelchair carts and they end up messing from the property. Their moms call it babysitting. Oh! After a few weeks, I decided to wrath Twitch, and I suddenly received a random message that I received a subscription. Well, thanks for watching Twitch. And you received a subscription because we have an incredibly generous audience. David Chandler. Dad's always thinking of ways to provide income. He's just a goddamn good provider. But yeah, so welcome to the show. Whereas after a few weeks, I decided to... Now I'm getting lost in the chat. Jesus, is going too fast. All right, but yeah, so welcome to the show. Enjoy everything. Stick around, says Joe Berger. Yeah, see if it's worth your time. Have yourself a ball. And I was about to say, this is a serious show for serious people, and you sound like a serious person. But I don't know if that bit'll work now. Thank you, everyone that's on Rumble. We have the window up if you're chatting in there, so we can see that. And again, back to this.
should we go out and grab a bite?
I'd like to ask one question about the pregnancy.
Holy shit, we just had a sticker party. Everybody watching on Twitch, I didn't realize I wasn't keeping track. I'm a dick. Stickers are free for a limited time. Click the little, I think it's a heart logo thing on the right. Lets you go nuts with them stickers. Someone landed one right on our face. That's beautiful. That's... Happy New Year. Oh, shit, that's right. We're 13 burns away from completion that we got to do here. So let's do, I think we can get one last one out of this, and then I got to reload. So here we go. Burn number 4. For those of you playing along at home, be in a legal place. Andy Warhol trying to convince the guy to fuck his woman. Yeah, well, in this skit, that guy is his dad. But yeah, he's trying to hit that. I took a cart from Cashwise to Target when I drove for Coke. I'm assuming you mean the company. Because if you don't, that story still works.
How many men have you been with?
That is none of your business.
Yes, and let me finish. How many men have you been with at one time?
Oh, come on.
Oh. God damn, I didn't think this was going to be this funny. This is entertaining. I'd love to be in one of his skits, man. This would be fun. I should do skits.
None of your business either, and that's the point that I'm trying to make here. If you've been with a lot of men,
She has
and that
been with a
baby's
lot of
not
men.
yours, I want you to raise that child like your own.
It's my child.
That's what I want you to say to that kid
fine, right?
when you look in his
it's
eyes.
mine.
It's mine, right? Yes! Oh, my God.
Now practice that. When you're looking at that baby's eyes, you say, "You're my son," regardless of whether it's yours, one of the men.
There's no men. There's no men. It's mine.
Thank
it's
you.
100.
That's the energy. Whether there is, whether there isn't, doesn't matter.
It
Not
does
a
matter.
big deal.
No.
Is he always this controlling? I mean, this is how this kind of behavior starts. Next thing you know, he's telling you whether you gotta have your top on, whether you gotta have your top off.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
What?
not
No.
in this household. If you want to take it off, if you want to leave it on,
What
that's
the
fine.
fuck?
I'm not gonna judge. You know, however you feel empowered, however you feel liberated, that's up to you, not him. I want you to remember that.
Let him just. Dad, what time's the orbit getting here? And also, you owe me money. We should probably.
You know what? I'm happy you brought that up.
Oh,
'cause I
you have the money for me?
I have something that I'd like to share also. I started a sex coaching business, and it would be an honor if you would be my first client.
Brad.
I teach women how to understand their bodies.
Ew.
A woman's body is meant to
Oh,
be
that's
enjoyed,
so gross.
explored, every
Okay.
crevice.
What?
All right,
Can
I'm-
I just-
Hey, let me pitch.
What
Can I
qualifies-
practice this pitch, and I would like to
See,
say it.
Dad just wants to
I
help them be
practiced this
happy.
pitch, and I would like to say
I mean, I don't know. I think Dad just wants to plow his girlfriend.
it. You're my son.
Okay.
We're talking toys, bigger toys. You know, different lubes. These are something. Hey, let me finish.
I'm really waiting for her to have a turn that, like,
Multiple
where she
men
like
at
goes
the
for
same
it.
time. These
No.
are
What are your
She's trying not
qualifications
to
for
laugh.
Sex coaching business.
Brad
This is
told
insane.
me. Brad told me that you used to work in
Insurance, yeah.
Yes, I used to work in insurance, but I'm a sex coach now and also the nude photography.
Oh God.
But I would like to give you a
I
demonstration.
think the blonde is actually Ryan's girlfriend,
Grab me
which
one of the
makes this
bananas from the
hilarious.
kitchen. Let me show you something.
No, Dad. I think we're gonna go. I think your orbit's gonna be here soon.
Okay, listen. You know that things have been a little difficult since your mother left me, correct?
Okay,
I don't
now
think
we're
it's
getting.
that much for me to ask that she hires me as her sex coach. Hey, listen, it's 50% off.
She's trying not
It's
to
a safe
laugh.
environment.
Dad, it was nice seeing
Hey,
you.
I apologize.
As
and the
always.
only thing that keeps me going right now is the never-ending parade of ass.
Good. We'll let you know when
Your mother's new
grandson-
husband couldn't do half the moves that I do. Pride missionary every night. Show her position she didn't know existed. A lot's changed since I was with your mother.
See ya.
I'm a different man.
All right, so that was Ryan Long. I love that guy. He's fun clips. Anyways, let's get back to our show that we have planned for you because we've been fucking around. We probably scared off our new friend that who was that? Let's go back up. I saw him in the chat before. Caddy Shoe. Just left the one message. Alrighty, so that was that video. We were just goofing around while we had some fun with that hype train. Again, thank you very much for that hype train. That was crazy. Thank you. We have we're going till 5:30 my time, which is currently I don't have my clock up. Jesus Christ, I don't know what time it is anymore. Now I'm dumb. All right, we have another hour and 2 hours and 45 minutes. Math. We can do it. If that scared them away, the show is not for them. I mean, that was a very tame entry. That was no Quahog clam story or facts. I mean, you know, it's always happy hour. Actually, it's controlled burn o'clock. I gotta keep up on this, otherwise I end up having to do it all at once, and my throat gets destroyed. It's you know what is gonna happen in a couple of weeks? I'm gonna sound like Bob Levy, and anyways, thank you very much for the 250 channel points. Alrighty, so let's close that. Here we are. This is a story we had from yesterday, and I thought there was a video with it. I thought this was a video. Train carrying. Do I have to? There's a video with it. I could have swore we had a video interview with this thing because I didn't want to have to read it. Yeah, we do. Here we go. A train carrying propane partially derailed in Manatee County. This is from yesterday. So another train failed to operate. Come on.
I've seen this
Oh,
story.
of course, you're going to give me ads. I've got ads. I'm too promiscuous online. I've got ads. We sue distracted drivers. That's why they were distracted. They were answering our text. We demanded money.
Carrying a propane tanker partially derailed in southern Manatee County today. You can see the results. There have been no reports of injuries and no leaks from that tanker, and that's the good news. But this all happened near the Sarasota-Bradenton Commerce
Oh, I thought
Center
they
off
said it looked like a
16th Street,
minefield.
northeast of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. News Channel 8's Brittany Muller joining us now live with details from there. Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
Keith, good evening. Fire crews are now monitoring the propane tanker using infrared cameras. You can see that tanker right behind me, and at this time, no leaks
Actually, no, I
have been
can't.
found.
Oh, wait. Yep, I can. You zoomed in.
5 boxcars rolled off the tracks, and one tanker carrying 30,000
The
gallons
train
of
is a
propane
huge fan
is
of King of
now
the Hill.
on its side.
This train was just carrying.
Minefield. Honestly, the car.
Yeah, why? It didn't look like a minefield. This train just had propane and propane accessories. That county needs a diet. She shaved, says St. Herhen. What do you mean she shaved? And how could you tell? Yardo, Brittany's like, hi, Johnny. Yeah, no, she's not. No, she's not. I'm gonna be honest. Be honest. That lady finds out a guy like me is like, hey, what's up? She's probably like, ugh. Yeah. You know, what are you gonna do? Nerds aren't for everybody. But the glasses are fun.
Cars that are on their side, it was in motion when it happened, so it wasn't just a tip over. They really dug in, and the tracks are pulled up and torn up.
The train derailed around noon near the Sarasota-Bradenton Commerce Center.
Why?
Southern Manatee Fire and Rescue Chief Robert Bound says so far there's been no leaks and no injuries. Hazmat crews are using infrared cameras and drones to monitor the tank.
There is a homeless encampment about 700 feet to the north and on the east side of the tracks over there, and we did send personnel over there to advise them what's going on.
I thought you were going to say, well, there is a homeless encampment about 700 feet away. We believe they've been ripping up the train tracks to sell it for drugs. And that's what led to this catastrophe. Fanatical Bucks fan not too far from my neck of the woods. Light a match. Don't worry. A woman is there that will repaint your gun. Don't worry, a woman is there that will repaint your Gundam wing. Where is this woman? I don't know if I wanted to paint it for me. I kind of want to do the painting myself, I'll be honest. The painting in the building. The ogling of the completed Gundam could be done, like, by the lady. You know. But, I was gonna, when I bought it, I kind of thought I would paint it and build it. It was just a thought. Jesus, I am getting fat. Alrighty, so let's get back to the story. No leaks found. That's what she said.
A mitigation team will siphon the propane before the train can be turned upright.
We rely on our training and our specialists. We run the hazmat team for the county. So Southern Manatee is in charge of that, and that's who's on scene over here. We have personnel that are very highly trained with some very specialized equipment.
Manatee County is also here with EMS crews to assist, as well as Seminole Gulf Railway, which operates this rail line. No
Better aim next time with that derailing train, am I right? Yeah.
In the coming days as cleanup continues. Keith?
Battle Brothers Zio saying, Johnny, are you going to cover Hershey's International Women's Day ad campaign? Yes, we are.
In operational capacity here, I mean, the tracks, the train derailment, everything.
Propane diff.
Yeah, those tracks are completely mangled up. So fire officials say it could take up to 3 days to get everything back in order and up and running.
Well, that's quicker than I would have imagined. All right, thank you. Brittany.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too
Electric,
bad.
We're double.
Fuck your mother. But, yeah, that doesn't actually sound bad. It could take 3 days to fix this problem. Yeah, I imagine other people that have had issues with trains that are still dealing with them weeks later are like, if only it was 3 days. I am hearing the government just telling us now that they said that it is going to take 3 days to fix the tracks, but it is going to take 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Just 2 weeks. And it's all over. I gotta stop using that button. Alrighty, all right, so that's the train story that we wanted to get to. Someone mentioned earlier, who was that? A Fanatical Bugs fan, Joe Berger, or Battle Brother Zio is the one asking. We do have the Hershey story. That's in the second or third hour, and we're getting close to the second hour, so I should really kind of speed all this up and make sure we got all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did we? Because the train one was the first one. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll go through what we have here and then see where it goes. Murdoch kicked case discussing evidence. We have that one. Officers to stop. Oh, yeah. And then Japan with the double island. So this is the one we're missing. Sorry about that. One story we didn't have. The initial cleanup was probably quick. The aftermath will last forever. You're talking about which one? Not that one. If they can clean it up in 3 days and they don't have any leaks from the tanker, let the zombie apocalypse begin. Well, we do have Trank out in the world now. Ohio. Yeah, Ohio. Oh. Ohio, where it's just all burning in flames. Alrighty, so we've got our next story that we wanted to catch up on. Madonna, this is going to be quick. You can always just watch cat videos for the last hour. I mean, we could. I could easily watch cat videos. Are you kidding me? Don't tempt me, David, because I could. Quite frankly, as one of the large contributors to this channel, if you're cool with it, I'm like, we'll make it work. If you run out of stuff, roll the cat videos. Believe me, there's an entire YouTube search history of emergency cat videos. Oh, God. The one yesterday was just beautiful. Owl Kitty has to be one of my favorite YouTube channel things. The stuff they do with Owl Kitty is just great. But I digress. Better to make your own skit. I would like to make my own skit. But that requires more mobility from me. I have technology, the desire, I have the scripts, the ideas, and I have willing friends. I have everything but actually the financial and physical ability to do it. And the financial one, not too far off. I've been saving. We're hopeful this summer to have some stuff if we can film this spring. We'll see, you know. But yeah, I have a couple of skits I want to make. I have a growing list, actually. I have one I want Aaron for, but I don't know if he'll do it. But he better, because he's the only one who can. Alrighty, exclusive. Madonna, 64, dumps model boyfriend to hook up with ripped 29-year-old boxer Josh Popper, who trains her son at his NYC gym. And I don't care if he starred in Bravo House. The fact that a 60-year-old is hooking up with a 29-year-old, a 64-year-old hooking up with a 29-year-old who is training your son. Oh, gross. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, the dude's kind of ugly in my opinion, too. What are you after for that? She's trying to get free boxing lessons for a kid. Oh, no. How poor is she? Madonna, I didn't know times were so tough that you were paying the bills with your hips. And I love how Madonna uses him as like this wall to hide behind because she's well aware that between the glasses and her face, there's not enough to cover it all. You know she's not like a virgin. Oh, God, no. Was it? Like a taxi. Hey, everyone's been on that ride. That's got to be her sales pitch now. I got to retape this too. Jesus, it's all falling apart, Johnny. But yeah, so that's gotta be like her sales pitch now when she dates people. She's gotta like go up to them and be like, I'm gonna show you things you didn't know people could do. I'm so old and experienced. I know about the Karma Sutra sections they didn't publish, and I'll show you. Like, I mean, that's how you impress people as Madonna, right? You'd be like, you just walk up, you spit out your dentures, and be like, ever had a gummer? Fat Conan saying her vag must be like the New York subway, wide and dirty. How dare you say that? Wide and dirty. Madonna's pussy be wide and dirty. No, it's not. No, I would disagree wholeheartedly. Her vagina is not wide and dirty. Her vagina is as tight and clean as any vagina can be because she can pay to have the upkeep. All right? She has a pit crew on that bean, if you know what I mean. And they are rejuvenating the shit out of that vagina. Now, I will say no matter how clean it is, probably still feels like an old weathered mitt. I feel like, and this might be just a weird thought of mine, but I feel like when you're plowing a lady that old, like doilies should just start appearing in your house. Like they just... How the fuck did that get there? Where did we get these doilies? Her sex is mild. It's just standard material, girl. Oh, no. No. She can wear lingerie and strike a pose, but no longer Vogue.
It's all well and good, but we can do the road warrior.
This is a quote from Madonna.
We go in, we kill. No more talk, we kill. Soon, my dog of war, but we have to do it my way. Use it, wait.
I'm hearing that her new boyfriend and her had a spat. He said to her, "Hey, have you seen my bag?"
It's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie lips hanging out.
Oh. But I mean, come on. She's so weird. I imagine she just comes in one night and she's just got like a strap on and she's like, "Hey,
Suck my dick."
And you have to. Oh, Jesus. But that wide and dirty premise would make a good song of Riding Dirty. Yeah, no, I picked up on that, Toastmaster. I was just like, wide and dirty, Madonna's pussy is wide and dirty. Yeah, I got you there. That's great. Her uterus has a couch cover. Her uterus has Scotch Guard. Just so there's no stains. Easy to wash. She's in the bathroom. What are you doing? I'm washing my uterus. It's Rubbermaid. Oh, God. All right, so there's way more distance that I want to get. A butterscotch is right on her clit. Like right after you nut and she comes and everything, you're just sitting there, you're like coming down, she's like, "Don't forget to take a Werther's." Oh. Life is like a date with Madonna. You never know what you're going to catch. Oh. I gotta say, people say the Kardashians are like, well, I won't say people. I'll say Joe Rogan does a comedy bit about it. Some people have made assertions that sleeping with the Kardashians has a cumulative effect that messes with people. I'll say Madonna had that gig first. You don't believe me? Look at Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman, little weird, little off. Sure. Started fucking Madonna. Mach 9 to Crazy Town. Her lawn looks like it's Christmas. Oh, no. You ever heard the slogan, "If there's grass on the field, play ball"? Well, if there's snow on the slopes, it's time to ski, bucko. Why did she Jordan Peterson it? Smells like mothballs down there. I imagine it doesn't smell like mothballs down there. I imagine, like I said, I imagine there's a professional team of pussy maintenance artists. that potpourri the fuck out of that thing. But again, it seems creepy to me. Call me weird. Seems creepy. She's training your son. So you're like, hey, so like that's gotta be weird for you as, ugh. He's just gross when I look at him too. At least if he were attractive, I could be like, all right, I get it. She wants a young hot thing. But other than the fact that he's, got a very well-defined body and arm and musculature, like other than that, it's no, he's kind of fugly. In a male-driven culture, there are always exceptions. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think we really give a shit about any of this. Do we really care to read into the story about why she's dating? It's creepy and it's weird, and that'd be fucked up, man. You're training her kid. He throws a punch. I've been hit harder by your mother. Oh. Literally, if he's training someone for a fight and you're fighting that guy and you know that his coach is banging his mom and his coach is, again, 29, if you're fighting that kid, you got to be like, hey, man, what are the odds that I can fuck your mom, If I beat you, do I get to plow your mom? Is that it? Hey, Madonna, I just came. What? You better shovel the walk. I'm not sure how that works. I might have read that wrong. He is going for gold, not the belt. Fair enough. Fair, very, very. Ooh, I like what you did there. He's going for gold, not the belt. Oh. There's got to be like a, I don't know, golden oldies. Oh, what you mean like in the shower? Ew. Madonna's into that R. Kelly crap, but it's consensual with adults, but it's still weird and unsanitary. That was another thing. That's another thing I don't understand. And I don't know if any of you are into it. Feel free not to out yourselves. I don't need to know. But the whole piss play thing, why would anyone do that? That's just gross. I mean, I thought we as a society all grew up realizing, how about we don't play with it? Fanatical Bucks fan. Consensual, also spontaneous. Look, she's just an aging lady taking advantage of the failings God gave her. She's making lemonade out of... She's making lemonade, all right? She's making lemonade. Some people like... Gonna be grossed out now. I forgot how many burns I have still left to do. I did 4, so that's 12. I got 12 left. We did it. I agree. Golden showers and brown dumpies are not my thing. Look, a Cleveland steamer is an incredibly gross thing, and I don't understand it at all. But from what I understand of the practice, and I don't know much, I believe there's no actual contact between you and the steamer. Like, there's a glass table. I don't know. Either way. Look, I can't come unless you take a dump on my chest. That's no way to live, okay? I'm saying this as a handicapped man who knows life diminished. That is no way to live. I don't care if you're Superman. If you can't nut without someone else taking a dump on your chest, time to call it a day. Jeez. How did we get here? Oh, that's right. Madonna. Fuck. Alrighty, so we had a stupid story about Japan finding more islands. It would have been kind of fun. We could have been done with it, but we're in our second hour. We haven't even finished our first hour story, so we need to move through that. Thank you, anyone that's watching on the Rumble. Feel free to give the like on there. Again, we will have the Rumble-only show this Sunday. We have to use OBS exclusively as opposed to the Streamlabs thing, which might not be a bad thing since Streamlabs has had some issues lately. Making fun of Madonna's dirty game. Oh. Just very well travished bush. do we want to talk about? We'll give it a little air. Someone open a window. Thank you very much for that 250 channel points. Thank you for all the interaction and support. Really love all of that. Again, this is a serious show for serious people. Oh, crap. I screwed up my own bit. Our next story that we're going to cut into here is out of the Daily Mail. I haven't talked a lot about the Alex Murdaugh trial.
Hey, laser lips.
Yeah?
Your mama was a snowblower.
That went nicely with that. Thank you, Fat Conan. Alrighty. Treat my pussy like a boxing glove. Punch it till it bleeds. That seems unhealthy. I haven't had I'm on menopause. I haven't had a rejuvenating cycle in my womb for decades. Fuck me till I bleed. Now I'm getting weird. Now we're getting into what? Crimson Games or whatever they call that shit? That's not. She's in the bed, just fucking tired. He's on the other side, ready to go another round. She's laying there like fucking, like it's Rocky 2 or something. Just, all right, I gotta cut me. That might not be a Rocky quote, actually, now that I think about it. I could be misremembering movies. Vaginal blood farts. No, Mario, none of us needed that. None of us needed that. Johnny, she wants you to put your whole hand in it. So how did you end up hooking up with Madonna? It seems like a really, really weird thing. Well, I'm a veterinarian, and I was helping treat her horse. How does that lead to hooking up with Madonna? When she saw how quick I could put all the way up to the elbow, and she's like, now do that to my vagina. And I said, ma'am, I won't even need the glove. And after that, it was love at first fisting, and I reached into her lungs and I grabbed her soul. Cut me, Mick. Yeah, see, I was right. It was a thing. It was a thing. Anyways, I got to get through this story because I am fucking just... Oh, and I'm... Holy crap, still 4... nope, we did 4. So 12 controlled burns off of completing our 16. And I'm determined to get this done in a reasonable manner this time. Thank you, everyone watching on the Rumble. A juror was booted off of the Alex Murdaugh murder trial. That's Alex Murdaugh murder trial. Blah, blah, blah. After she was caught discussing evidence with at least 3 outsiders as court erupted in laughter when she asked the bailiff to get her eggs from the jury room. I don't really care about most of this story. I know people are invested in the Alex Murdaugh double murder that's going on. And so if you care about that, you can follow. I can't affect it. I can't change it. I don't know enough about it to care. But this was funny to me. So we're going to go to this clip here. As soon as the ad is over, hopefully we'll have audio.
Good morning.
All right, there we go.
Yes, ma'am, up here. In your normal spot's fine.
Controlled burn number 5? Controlled burn number 5, for those of you that are keeping score and playing at home, please be in an area where it's legal to do so.
For me. Good morning. You doing okay today? All right. I have, as you know, we've had some discussions with you over the past couple of days.
Stop doing this to me, Facebook. Goddamn.
Concerning indications of conversations with a few folks not on the jury concerning the case and expressing some opinion about the case. I have reviewed everything, including
All right, can we get to the part where she asked for her eggs?
statements given by individuals and recorded interviews, and concluded that that intentionally or unintentionally you've had some discussions with.
Right, just play my video. Where's
remove you from the jury?
Okay. God damn it! Is this just so you can get clicks?
You have been a by all accounts, great juror and smiled consistently and have seemingly.
Can we just get to the?
Hate not to continue, or maybe you're ready to go. I don't know, but I certainly want to thank you for your service. I'm not suggesting that you intentionally did anything wrong.
All right, can we get this going, buddy?
Replace you with one of the.
Eggs for everybody.
Oh.
A dozen eggs.
What do you have in there?
A dozen eggs.
Say it again.
A dozen eggs.
A dozen eggs.
Yeah, one of the other jurors brought in eggs for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Eggs in my purse and not water.
All right. Well, you're going to leave the eggs. You want to leave the eggs or take the eggs? You're going to take the eggs.
Yeah, she's going to take the eggs.
So, Mr. Bailiff, can you retrieve from the jury room her dozen eggs?
Look, juror prudence aside, them are fucking eggs, okay? You don't bail on that shit. All right, so that was way more juice than that squeeze was. And throw them at you. Yeah. Again, she kind of broke the rules, and so I think it's funny that she's not in trouble or anything, but then everyone's like, oh, yeah, I want to get the eggs. Like, of course you're going to get the eggs, motherfucker. I'm weirded out. Why did you bring them anyway? They're going to keep in the jury room, I guess. Anyways, let's ditch that story out. There was that was again more to weed through than I thought it would be. Boof. We had this story too, but we're almost quarter into the second hour. We haven't started the second hour stuff, and we got those. Do we do it? We're definitely doing that one. Yeah, we'll do them both. DeSantis and Rick Scott demand an audit of an Orlando prosecutor who failed to lock up failed to lock up a career criminal gangster 19 who killed a journalist and a 9-year-old girl. As she defended her office, saying hindsight is 2020. I mean, it is 2020, but the odds, well, now it's 2023. But the odds are pretty good when you let people out and you don't prosecute people that those people will continue to commit crimes. I'm just saying, if someone does something and that they're not supposed to, but they don't suffer a repercussion, they might continue. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Senator Rick Scott are demanding answers from the Orlando prosecutor whose office failed to keep the 19-year-old gangster who killed a journalist and a 9-year-old girl off the streets despite his long rap sheet. Kevin Melvin Moses is in custody for the murders of journalist Dylan Lyons, 9-year-old Tiana Major, and 38-year-old Nathacha Austin. All three were killed last week in Pine Hills near Orlando after Moses, who is believed to have been on drugs, went on a random killing spree. Oh, so he didn't have a reason to target these people. He just felt like it. Oh, jeez. David Chandler, where there's a shitload of bread and a gallon of milk? I don't know. Alrighty. Let's keep going with this. We'll pop over here. Moses had been arrested 19 times in the past on suspicion of an array of crimes, including grand theft, burglary, attempted murder. Most of the offenses occurred when he was a juvenile. So the outcome of the arrests is unknown. State Attorney Monique Worrell has defended not locking him up or even prosecuting him in November of 2021 after she was found in a car with a weapon and marijuana. I apologize. I read that wrong. After he was found in a car with a weapon and marijuana. Look, all right. The marijuana thing, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to care about someone being found with marijuana unless it's like an amount that's ridiculous and obviously for distribution, then we might want to talk. But other than that, I don't know. But the weapon thing, if you shouldn't have, she says the crimes didn't rise to the level that required for a conviction. I'm guessing that's not the case, though. Hindsight is 2020. My prosecutors do not hold a crystal ball. There is no way for them to decide what someone's future level of dangerousness will be, she said in an interview with Wesh this week. Now both Governor DeSantis and Senator Scott are demanding Moses' full records. They say that if the suspected failures of Worrell's office are confirmed, she should be removed from her position. In a letter to her office, DeSantis' attorney said, tragically, despite the clear threat that Mr. Moses posed to our community, you apparently made the decision not to pursue charges against him. The failure of your office to hold this individual accountable for his actions despite his extensive criminal history and gang affiliations may have permitted this dangerous individual to remain on the street. Clearly, Mr. Moses should never have been in a position to commit these senseless crimes last week. We must determine if he is enabled by any gaps in our sentencing laws that must be corrected, or to be frank, your office's failure to properly administer justice. So yeah, they're kind of cracking down. Oh, man. Bath salt says no Mario. I mean, you're on something crazy. But again, this is the part that bothers me. I didn't know reading into this that I was going to find out the guy just randomly killed 3 people. Like, I felt like murdering 3 people. He pulled a what's his name from American Psycho. I had to kill a lot of people. Oh, but yeah, he's effed up, goes on a random killing spree, murders 3 people. Awesome. Great. So glad. Like, I'm sorry. I don't, if you are a repeat offender and you keep offending, I mean, I argue for, and I still argue for, that if you are if you're a convicted felon or whatever, but you've served your time and you've been released on parole or whatever, and you're off parole and you're just a dude living your life and it's been a couple years. I think, like, honestly, you shouldn't have to disclose things. You shouldn't have to point out. Excuse me. You should be allowed to vote. Like, I think there should be a path back to the light, if you will. But I also believe wholeheartedly that there's 2 sides to that coin. Somebody really needs to flush. Thank you very much. Who was that? Oh. The whole point of me cleaning these was to clean them off, and I somehow, like, spit on them or something. But yeah, the whole side, like, you gotta, if you can't straighten up, dude, In other news, it's VA. It's Vans. Oh, Fanatical Bucks fan with a link. Let's see what that is. Yeah, let's click it this way. Chat, pause to scroll. There's the bottom. Where does this take us? All right, so this is a completely weird, fucked up story. I don't know why Fanatical Bucks fan wants us on this one, but I'll give it a go for a minute. Why not? Thank all of you for being part of the show. Here we go, flipping over. Vaccine-induced AIDS, military records 500% increased in HIV after the COVID-19 vaccine. What truth do we have to this? Military records, 500% increase. None of this is factual that I have. Where can I get this information? Let's Google this. Military. I don't have any actual study. I just have a tweet from some guy. That doesn't. I'm not saying I won't believe it. I'm saying I need something to go off of. Military. Vax. So this is from health.mil. Lessons learned from COVID-19. Contact the Pentagon. I mean, again, I'm not dissuading that, but Army uncovers successful results for AIDS vaccine. No, first HIV vaccine trial. Gotta call it that. Again, I can't find any actual story on this. You gotta give me something other than a tweet. Because this is just Stu Peters saying that military records read this. According to who? That's what... Cool, you made a tweet. We have a tweet. We have nothing else to go off of. I'm sorry. They needed the AIDS to give the jab. There we go. Now we figured it out. That is a weird one. I appreciate it, Fanatical Bucks fan. You've been good with throwing us stories and stuff. That's why I jumped over it to look into it. But just so you know, for next time and things like that. Yeah, I appreciate that. That looks interesting, but I can't. I don't know. I can't do much more than go, hey, somebody made a tweet, but I have no proof that any of that is real. Alrighty. But what do I care? They can strike my channel on YouTube for a week and go, hey, you spread misinformation. Actually, I said there was no information. It was an opinion as far as I know. But, whatever. I mean, do we get to hold you accountable when we find out in a couple of weeks that everything we're saying is true and they come out with it? Like, can we say, hey, you canned us for misinformation. Turns out you've been holding misinformation. Fire yourselves. Alrighty. Anyways, LAPD's largest police union calls for cops to stop responding to 24 types of crime, including panhandling, urinating in public, mental health episodes, and dangerous dog complaints. So do you think those things are going to go down if you do that? I mean, it just kind of sounds like you're saying, hey, how about from now on, people can beg for money, they can just piss where they stand, and you know what? Dogfighting rings, how about it's a thing? Seems safe, says Trucker 18-wheeler. Does it? I don't feel the same. I don't feel safe. Alrighty. Los Angeles, let's go through this. The largest union for the LAPD wants cops to stop responding to more than 24 types of crimes, including illegal sidewalk vending, public urination, and dangerous dog complaints. It has emerged. As a part of upcoming contract talks with the city, Los Angeles Police Protective League will call for nonprofits or other public departments to handle those issues instead, leaving them the already understaffed force to focus on more violent crimes. The result of these changes would lead to more cases getting solved, the union says, and morale would be boosted in the process. Yeah, but who's actually doing anything about those other issues is my question. Like, I feel like, what if the social service workers are like, you know what, how about I don't go talk to Dan who pisses on the sidewalk every day? He's not going to listen. Cool, I can expose myself and pee in public. Hey, lady, want to suck this after I get done? Yeah, and then you can ask her for cab fare. Oh, God. LA City Council to form unarmed LAPD responders. All right, so LA to form unarmed response unit for nonviolent incidences. I could maybe support this. Let's see what kind of horror show they're proposing.
LA City Council members are exploring the creation of an unarmed response unit to handle nonviolent incidents citywide. The effort is led by Councilman Mitchell Farrell.
Burn
Now, it
number
would
6
ensure
coming in
around-the-clock
hot. Burn
coordination
number
and
6.
deployment of unarmed response specialists to incidents having to do with substance abuse and mental health. The program has the full support of the LAPD Police Chief Michael Moore.
Okay, I don't know if you're aware of this, but some people who are suffering from a mental health episode actually are kind of dangerous. I'm not saying all or anything, but I mean a few. Sometimes, somebody who's, having a drug episode goes on a random killing spree, murdering 3 people. So, I mean, it depends. I feel like there's shades, but at least they're trying. Fentanyl, get your responsible price for fentanyl here. Social workers might really screw up their lives worse than the police. I doubt it. I feel like the social workers will get bogged down in helping more people with all of that stuff, and it's not really going to change much. It's ultimately going to be one giant circle jerk. And in the meantime, all of those things, much like we've seen with the street prostitution, will just become more prevalent on the streets. And, we'll get to see how that turns out, I guess. Okay, so our second hour stories. We're halfway through the second hour. We should pull out the stories. I'm a lazy bones. Alrighty, let's pull this down. We're going to be talking about a petition that that people are putting out. And climate advocates are rallying against something the White House is trying to do. So we'll talk about that because that'll be fun. So thank you for the fuck off and the 750 channel points. Let me play that for you since I had the audio down loading up stories. Where are we at?
Fuck off.
Thank you so much for those channel points. So we've got a Spirit Airlines flight that had to land. We'll be talking about why. We're going to be talking about a Christian school in this next batch of stories that is unfortunately closing down. And the reason is hilarious. I don't have a feeling. I don't like religious schools. I like schools and religion to keep to themselves because I feel like learning critical thinking is important in school.
Charity fundraisers to
and something religion does not appreciate. Okay, which one was that? That was that. We're talking about California City. There's a city in California that is doing some things with the homeless, and we're going to see what that is because it's actually working. They have very few homeless people, so I'm excited to see what the solution is. Because, they do a lot of different things there, and so if something's working, I feel like, well, then the rest of the state should be able to just turn and look and go, hey, solution. But more than likely, this is just a one-off, I'm sure. Johnny's Critical Thinking Show. That's right, Yarato. This is Johnny's Critical Thinking Show, a serious show for serious people. Because critical thinking is important. You got to stop and take a breath. Really take in the surroundings. Explore the space. I mean, no, really. Explore the space. Fucking Jesus. Thank you. I gotta lower the laugh track cost so people can play with that more because it's nicer when you guys do it for me and I'm like, oh, I've earned it. That's beautiful. Alrighty, so oops, we're on the wrong story. We're doing this one first. Was it this screen we can fit it on? So nope. Damn, gotta go full. Thank you, Wilmer, for the 100 bits. With just days to go until the Biden administration is set to release a decision on the first major oil drilling project of its tenure, the White House has indicated it may reduce the scope of the controversial project that has drawn fierce criticism from climate advocates. The Willow Project, proposed by ConocoPhillips, is a massive and decades-long oil drilling venture on Alaska's North Slope. that the state's lawmakers say will create jobs and boost domestic energy production. Its supporters say Willow could be a much-needed new source of revenue for the region. But environmental groups have remained staunchly opposed to it, fearing the effect of the planet-warming carbon pollution from the hundreds of millions of barrels of oil it would produce. Young voters have rallied on social media against the proposal, with the hashtag #StopWillow in posts that have amassed tens of millions of views from people who totally live in Alaska. Alrighty, a petition to say no to the Willow Project on change.org has more than 1.6 million signatures and continues to grow. They say the approval of Willow will deal a significant blow to President Joe Biden's climate credibility after he pledged in his campaign to end new oil drilling on federal land. By the administration's own estimates, the project would generate enough oil to release 9.2 million metric tons of planet-warming carbon pollution a year, equivalent to adding 2 million gas-powered cars to the roads over the course of 30 years. The climate groups have estimated it would release around 278 million metric tons of carbon pollution, which is more than what 70 coal-fired plants could produce every year. But not like instantaneously, asshats. Toastmaster, so is that why gas prices went up today? It might be. It might be part of the reason why gas prices went up today. I'm almost broke now, but it's new. Wait, what? What, Ignatz? Okay. Okay. So, I hope that changes for you. We need oil, medical equipment, plastic, fuel. Yeah, we need oil for a lot of things, not just fueling cars. But the thing I don't like about this, these like drilling sites aren't going to add the carbon. Getting the oil isn't going to add the carbon. Turning the oil into those products, making those products, using it to fuel cars, that's where it becomes a pollution increase. And there are other things combating that. But again, just feeling like, maybe right now we don't need to worry about it as much. In a move to assuage the criticism, the Biden administration is looking at reducing the number of approved drilling pads from 3 to 2 and offering to boost nature conservation measures elsewhere in the state, according to two sources familiar with the details of the plan. While White House officials are considering cutting the most ecologically sensitive drill site of the 3, one source said, and in a final environmental impact statement, the administration described how it would plant trees to mitigate carbon emissions from the project and move some drilling infrastructure to protect local loon habitat. There you go, protect those loons. It's Wags. How dare you? Suck it, Thunberg. Look, I'm not suggesting me at all because there's a significant age disparity. But do you ever think now that she's like 20, 21, and I'm like, maybe you need a good drilling from whichever gender, whatever floats your boat. But I just feel like if you could have someone maybe unlock that little gremlin in your vagina, maybe you'd be better off. And again, I'm not suggesting me in the slightest. Don't want to go near it with your dick, but find somebody, you know? Oh, anyways. That was weird. Strange. He just went on a tirade about how Thunberg needs to get laid. No, he said he doesn't want to fuck her, but he said somebody should. You know, not me. To quote him, not in my back door. Alrighty. So, do we have something else about this? White House spokesperson declined to comment on the discussions. A final decision on the Willow Project is expected next week. The conclusions are not going. Conclusions. The concessions are not going over well with environmental groups, while at the same time enraging Alaska's bipartisan congressional delegation. I don't see people rejoicing in the climate community over any amount of drill pads being opened up in the petroleum reserve, one climate advocate who has been engaged with the White House recently told CNN. On Wednesday, Alaska's Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski and Dan Sullivan and Democratic Representative Mary Peltola, the first Alaskan native in Congress, slammed the idea of reducing drilling pads to appease and all right, so you have a native Alaskan person going, hey, reducing the drilling pads to appease environmental groups is bullshit. Naruto, nerds aren't for everyone. Yeah, I know. The trust the science clowns don't understand the real science. We need more carbon. We have 2 harvests per year, even in Minnesota. Trees would be greener and more plentiful, making more oxygen. Greta is mentally stunted, and no one can legally knock boots with her. I'm just going to leave that there. I feel like touching that subject any more than we have. Even using that sounded too far. Got a little too close. You did it to yourself, son. Did it to yourself. Alrighty, so let's get back to this. The concessions are not going over. Well, I don't see people rejoice. On Wednesday, Alaska's Republicans, if they want to go to 2 pads, we have told them we will view it as 100% as full denial, Sullivan said. Conoco has made it clear it would not be economically viable, and we have warned the White House, don't try to be cute. So literally, the people who made the deal are like, hey, we made this deal. It already kicked us in the ass. Don't you fuck with us on this. And once again, to appease a group of people that don't have an alternative solution to suggest at all. No matter where the administration ultimately lands on the massive oil project, it could face lawsuits from multiple sides that could hold the project up further. ConocoPhillips could pursue legal options if the drill pad sites are reduced. ConocoPhillips spokesperson Dennis Nuss said the company is waiting to see a final decision on the project before it shares its next steps. I almost said shapes, and it says shares, and I screwed that up. Environmental legal group Earth Justice has been preparing a lawsuit against the project if it is approved. That won't change even if the number of drilling pads is reduced, said Jeremy Lieb, a senior attorney for Earth Justice, which is, again, why you can't win with these people, because this is, again, like the trans movement. It's all or nothing. It's Wags, Imagine or Bush. Don't, all right? Look. She's what? She's 20, 21, which is technically legal. I am a lot older than that, and it still grosses me out, so I'm not gonna, all right? Toastmaster, it must be epic. I don't think it's epic, and we're going deeper down this rabbit hole. I can't even say rabbit hole now, and it...
It's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie lips hanging out.
All right. So that's enough of that. The Willow Project. All right. So we've got a little news story here about a Spirit Airlines flight that had to make an emergency landing in LAX. So we'll go over to that again. Thank you all so much for being part of the show, whether you're watching on Rumble or YouTube or Twitch. Thank you for participating.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, photos and videos from a Spirit Airlines passenger after a fire broke out in the overhead bins from a battery, prompting an unexpected landing in Jacksonville.
A battery. Please tell me it belonged to a sex toy. Somebody forgot that it was in there and it got set off and just... And it came... I've had it with these goddamn dildos on this goddamn airplane.
and smoke was billowing out of it. It was definitely smell of smoke. The whole cabin smelled.
The whole cabin smelled of smoke, and all I could think is, oh, and I can't have my fucking stogie. You know, if I'm going to die of lung cancer because I'm inhaling a lithium battery, I'd also like to suck on something large, brown, and Cuban. And before you say so, no, it isn't a cock, you fairy. Sounds like he inhaled. Yeah.
Smoked up, filled up with smoke, and
Oh, fuck, Saint Aaron. Rand Paul gained weight. Someone took being right but not getting anything out of it really, really harshly. He ate his feelings. Wow. Alrighty, here's what we're going to do. We have controlled burn number 8 to do, and that puts us halfway. And we've still got it's still what, 1 hour and 45 minutes of a show to do, and plenty of content. So let's get back in it. Controlled burn number 8.
I ripped open the door. One of the attendants came by, yelled, "Get some water."
That plane took off from Dallas and was supposed to be landing in Orlando.
Jacksonville Fire and Rescue says 10 people were taken to the hospital for various reasons. There are no serious injuries. News4Jax reporter Renee Beninati live at Jacksonville International Airport tonight. Renee, passengers have been waiting.
Renee, something seems weird with your face. Wow. She's got like a quasi-Kardashian thing. I'm sorry, the chat box is kind of in the way on this. I got to really reshape that screen, that secondary screen, because, again, the secondary one won't get it right. Yeah. Sweetie, that's, she's using the filter. There we go. We figured it out. She's using the filter. You know what? Real talk. I wonder if news agencies and shit will start doing that. You know what I mean? Save money on needing makeup or having to hire beautiful women. Just fucking hire anyone who can do the gig. Finally, a fucking solid 2 is like, I've got a chance because I can fucking read. I really want to hook up with the News 7 chick. She's hot as fuck. Yeah, but only between the hours of 7 and 10. Yaruto, she's saying hi, Johnny. Did you know that my voice didn't even believe that? Could you hear that? God himself would not let me say that with any sort of confidence. He goes, you know what? You're going to sound like a freaking chud halfway through that. Because no, she wasn't. She wasn't saying hi, Johnny. Nobody's saying hi, Johnny. I'm a man who does a show out of an egg. But it's a serious goddamn show for serious fucking people. And I will do this show as long as I can. And sure, a lady like that might never look at me. And even if she did, she'd probably just be like, Jesus needs to finish that. The point is I can dream. And then I can wake up and deal with the aftermath. I really need to figure this bit out more. How about you guys do a show?
Waiting at the airport into the night.
Joy, dozens of passengers have been stranded here at the airport waiting.
I figured it out. Her lips are way too puffy. That's work, man. She's had lip fillers. By the way, I'd like to say, nice pause. Ignatz, it's a serious egg. It's a serious egg that I sometimes seriously wonder is going to break again, but whatever. If it breaks, we'll buy a new one, or we'll fix this one, or both. I wouldn't mind getting another one and then having, we're getting another egg chair and having, 2 egg chairs and having guests and stuff, but I have to get, my own studio for that, because, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to talk, that, whatever. Anyways, so let's go back again to someone who totally has those lips naturally. Yeah, that's a totally natural lip face. I'm thinking she might have had she's actually looking like I'm starting, I don't know, maybe it's my weird age thing. I'm starting to see some work done here. I'm thinking the nose, the cheeks, and the lips for sure. Eyebrows don't even match. The eyebrows are a little wonky.
For hours for their rides. Within the last hour, the last of the group did appear to leave in a big bus, but all of those passengers say that they are just thankful they were able to make it off the plane safely. Cell phone video capturing these scary moments as smoke filled the Spirit Airlines flight Wednesday. Rocco Chiarella.
It looks like the smoke filling is from the fire extinguishers. Like, no offense. Like, smoke filling the cabin. Like, I don't know if you guys are paying attention. Most of the stuff I'm seeing in the air is coming out of the red things you're holding. Like, and why does he keep gifting subs? Why does who? What? Don't put all your eggs in one room, New Boot Goofin. Haha. Botox forehead for sure. Flo Izza. Who the hell is David Chandler, and why does he keep gifting subs? Oh, David Chandler is a awesome individual who's apparently a huge supporter of this show.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
And he gifts subs because he hopes people will discover this show and enjoy it. And I hope you do. We would enjoy having you. This is, if you aren't aware, this is a serious show for serious people. So we want you to join us. Seriously. Now take it away, WJXT4, with this fire in your cabin.
Chiarella and his wife were on the plane that was supposed to land in Orlando, but it never made it there.
It was starting to, drop altitude, and somebody yelled, fire.
Chiarella, a retired New York City firefighter, sprang into action. He and other crew members worked to put out
Ignatz and now I'm broke. Well, thank you,
overhead
Ignatz.
compartment.
The smoke was bellowing out of it, and what it was a battery-powered vapor tied to a battery charging inside the compartment. Very dangerous, and it ignited a piece of luggage next to it.
JFRD says they were able to contain the fire while the plane made an emergency landing at the Jacksonville International.
Hey, but didn't it smell amazing, right? Like that E-juice was to die for, right? Right? Like, that was awesome. Let's be clear about this. It's Wags for 50 bits. Thank you for the 50 bits. It's Wags. Sorry I was trying to put that fire out. Well, thank you. Thank you for trying. Some douche canoe in his fucking vape pen. Gotta make sure to charge it so that way when I land, I can, vape hard, dude. Flo Rizza must hate when people pay it forward at a drive-thru. I mean, I don't think, well, I realize who the hell is David Chandler and why does he keep gifting subs. I feel like Flo Rizza could have found that out pretty easily and just asked that question. I don't feel like there was any attitude in it. I think it was just a legit question. I think you're taking it a little too harshly, my friend. Simmer down. All right, here we go.
International Airport. We talked to another passenger over the phone who was on his way to Disney with his family.
Everybody calmed down quite a bit. We all clapped, but it was still really hard to breathe in there. The fumes were terrible.
Firefighters say in total, 10 people.
Why didn't you guys just open a window? Are you telling me that there isn't any way that you could have just, I don't know, like rolled down a window on the airplane? Open a door, maybe? All right, here we go.
Including crew members and passengers were taken to the hospital.
Thank you for watching on the Rumble.
Injuries. All are
the chat up if
thankful
you're
the
chatting on there.
situation didn't turn out worse.
We're glad to be home, safe, thank God.
Spirit Airlines issued a statement stating in part, "We thank our crews and guests for their quick actions to ensure the safety of everyone on board."
Nancy
and we thank
Pelosi
first
eyebrows. I didn't
responders
catch
for
that one
meeting
earlier.
the aircraft.
All right, well, that's the end of that.
Spirit added that they were working with passengers to find them other means of transportation to get back to Orlando because
So even when the passengers behave themselves on a Spirit Airlines, nothing can go right at all. Don't fly Spirit. Even if the passengers aren't unruly, something will go wrong. God himself hates that airline, all right? He had a bad experience once. Luckily, that Walmart greeter solved the problem. Like, he was a retired police chief, but I get what you're saying. And I kind of had that thought, too. Like, what if that were a thing? What if because you're a Walmart door greeter, you thought you had some sort of authority? Like, no, I'm here to help. Don't worry. I say hello at Walmart. This is clearly a situation for me. Renee, call me, Johnny. Now, who's Renee? You talking about that lady? I don't think, again, she's in Jacksonville, Florida, I think. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Nope. Alrighty. But thank you for the warm thoughts. The dirty pillows. Alrighty, so we've got like an hour and a half left of show, and I'm still not through my second hour story, so I got to kind of mosey along through. This next one we want to do, I've been excited for. So there's a Christian school in Missouri, and it is closed down because of a funding issue. And that seems a little weird most of the time. Christian schools usually able to attain funding pretty easily, especially in an area like Missouri, your Bible Belt. Why would that be a problem? Well, let's find out why. It's because it was embracing the LGBT rainbow agenda, and it has since lost all its funding. Do we have an actual story on this? I'll just read this one. The Urban Christian Academy is a private K-8 school with an enrollment of 100 that describes itself as providing a tuition-free, high-quality, Christian-centered education for low-income students. The school's mission statement has always stressed inclusivity in general terms, nothing that following Jesus opens up doors and makes room at the table. But last year, it added a paragraph to its website, which read in part, "We are an affirming school. We stand with the LGBTQIA plus community. And we believe in their holiness. We celebrate the diversity of God's creation in all its varied and beautiful forms." Well, I mean, of course, hardcore religious people that are funding a Christian school are gonna love that. Actually, we have the statement from almost every single one of their funders as soon as this proclamation was changed.
Fuck off.
According to the school, that update prompted donors to stop contributing, many of them citing their interpretation of Christianity as the reason. Now UCA has announced it will close at the end of the school year due to the loss of financial support. Kaylee Calloway George, UCA's executive director and co-founder, said the new language is kind of what started the backlash from our donor base, which we anticipated. It was just that we anticipated a 50% loss in funding and made adjustments for that. We had an 80% loss in funding, and that was too much to overcome. But isn't the whole thing with the Lord is that he shall overcome? The main reason people send their kids to a Christian school is to get away from public school BS. Of course, this failed. Yeah, I would say to get away from public school BS, but here's my problem with that. Like, I worry about if I send my kids to a Christian school, then I also have to deal with the Christian BS. But at least, like, the Christian BS, I know a lot of it, and I, like, it's less of a danger to my child kind of thing, where, like, I have to worry about someone manipulating them. Like, but... yeah, if you're a Christian school, you can't. But hey, they were for low-income families, so they figured, like, who's going to care? And that's the other thing. How dumb are you? Your literal donation base are people who are like, you know, because I believe in the Lord and the Lord's teachings and all that, I want to help underprivileged people. And so I'm going to donate to this school. Because the people donating in large to the school are not the parents of the kids, because it's low-income families, right? So the donations you're getting are coming from outside that. I feel like you kind of need to run that by your donor base. All right? Just, ooh. The dramatic drop-off in donations came quickly soon After the new language appeared on the school's website, 8 churches withdrew their support. Although these institutions were responsible for just 2% of the school's funding, church members were a donor base that gave much more. We lost our network of donors, Callaway George told ABC News in December of 2021, right before we publicly supported the LGBTQ plus community. We raised $333,983. $333,985. 1 year later, after we posted on our website, we raised $14,000. Holy gee! Oh wait, no, $14,809. So you went from let's just say $334,000 to $15,000. Oh, mama, that hurt bad. Oh, they came for the money.
They shove a living snake up your ass.
I mean, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Or they're dead.
Alrighty. Although the school would not disclose the names of the churches or individuals who ended their financial assistance, it shared several of their missives with ABC News. A lengthy letter from one church, which characterized the LGBTQA plus community as a diverse collection of behaviors, explained, "Our greatest concern about the accepting and affirming stance is that it denies the biblical definitions of sin and the identity, thereby renders the grace of God meaningless." Messages from individuals were far more blunt. One read, "Do not call yourself a Christian school if you are affirming sin. Jesus died to set us free from sin. No, not so we can die in it. You abuse kids by telling them sin is good. You are wicked." Wow. That's someone going hard in the paint. Another declared, by teaching them tolerance and acceptance and even to celebrate the gay lifestyle, you are setting them on the course to embrace the world and anti-God philosophy. Although the explicit embrace of the LGBTQ plus community has now resulted in the school having to close in May, Callaway George still argues it was the right thing to do and has no regrets. The essence of the Christian faith is promoting and offering love, she said. But she understands that even this benign view of the faith is seen differently by believers who withdrew support for UCA. As Rob Phillips of the Missouri Baptist Convention, a network of 1,800 churches in the state, explained to ABC News, to embrace desires and behaviors that are outside of the scripture is not ultimately loving and caring. He's got a point there, a little bit at least. But they don't have a school anymore. Goodbye to that. Thank you for that. Sorry I had the volume a little down there. Patrick saying, hello, Johnny and friends. Hey, Patrick. Toy can't spit in Christian faces and expect to get their money. You need to... Wow. Wow, Fallen.
Oops.
Johnny, did you finish Supernatural yet and watch Dean being impaled? I mean, if you're a Supernatural... Like, if you're a hardcore Supernatural fan, nerd alert. If you're a hardcore Supernatural fan, like in the original 5 seasons of what I consider the core Supernatural, you got to see the episode where Dean died over and over and over again. I mean, did you get to see Dean impaled? I mean, I honestly think that Eric Kripke has a quasi-sexual fetish of seeing Jensen Ackles die.
Oh! Oh!
Lab Glass, you fucking brilliant puss. Controlled burn number 9. Jesus. No, I gotta finish this thought quick. So in every series that Eric Kripke makes that Jensen Ackles is in, there's a quote-unquote death scene with Jensen Ackles. And in Supernatural, it was time and time again. It became really creepy how much Eric Kripke liked killing off Jensen Ackles. And so, you got it, Lab Glass. And so, yeah, the episode with Loki, or as we'll later come to find out, Gabriel. Sorry, spoilers. But yeah, so that is, I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I have a bunch of it. I don't know if I have all of it. I have, like, up to, like, season 9. How many did they do? And they're trying to do another one. You killed Dean. You killed Dean, you bastards. Dean, Sam. Oh, God, don't get me started. God damn it. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. All right. Christian school having its issues because they went woke. So now let's look at another amazing story that we have here about an area in California and their solution to the homelessness problem and how that's going for them.
California is spending nearly $10 billion over a 3-year span in an effort to curb its homeless crisis. But the problem is just getting worse as the state struggles with ever-growing homeless encampments.
Thank you for the support.
Except for one. The city of Coronado has proven to be a diamond in the rough after their mayor enforced a no encampment policy. As a result, Coronado reports having only one homeless person in their city. Richard Bailey is the mayor of Coronado, California, and joins us now. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning.
So now my question is, and I don't know if you guys will be able to tell or not, what do you think what do you think he did? What do you think he did to curb this? Because, like, California's got encampments everywhere. This is the one city, and they're down to one homeless person. They can literally count him. They can know him by name. That's Homeless Chuck. Ah, there goes Homeless Chuck. They call him Homeless Chuck just because he has one shoe. One Chuck Taylor. Homeless Chuck doesn't have footwear. Anyways, let's go.
Thanks for having me on.
Of course. Tell us what you're doing so different where you only have one homeless person in your town.
All right, real talk. Now that we're playing that game, left and right, both of them. What do you think? Odds on and off on the filter. I'm saying no for her, yes for him. I'm saying he's a filter. She's legit.
Well, that was as of the last count, and we actually got that individual help. So that person is actually no longer on the streets. But there are several factors that contribute to Coronado's success. One of those factors is that we take an approach of saying yes to getting help and off the street the only option available. Because on a human level, here in Coronado, throughout the San Diego region and throughout the state of California, we want to see people get help and get back on their feet, and we're willing to fund reasonable services and shelter spaces that can help accommodate that. But the fact of the matter is, although there are a myriad of reasons that people end up homeless, they eventually only fall into two camps: those that want help and those that do not want help. And if those that are refusing to get help, those that are refusing to get help shouldn't be granted additional the ability to break laws such as tent encampments on the sidewalk or urinating or defecating in public. We need to be enforcing these policies to ultimately kind of help them get into that other camp that eventually get help.
All right, so honestly, new quiz, everybody. Over and under that the rest of California kills this guy. Oh. Sandy Squatch, well, we chased them out with shotguns in the middle of the night, new boot goofing. I know you're making a joke, and I totally get that you're making a joke. Real talk, there is a story from, like, St. Louis. I've come across it a couple times. There's a graphic video of a person in St. Louis who literally pulls out a gun and shoots a homeless man in the back of the head. Just executes him. He's sitting right there on the street. Just pulls it out, just plop, right in the back of the head. It's completely fucked up. And when I see that, I go, oh, my God, that's messed up. But I also think the society that lets people sit on the street is also messed up. Like, the whole thing is effed up. So, yeah, this is, Johnny, do you have some useful policy to enforce? No. I don't have a useful policy to enforce. I'm saying the city in Coronado in California, they're going to go after this guy because he went, hey, how about we just enforce the laws? Stop breaking the laws, asshole. And when it came to homeless people, the very simple solution of, hey, we're going to help you if you want to get help. If you're one of the people, and we've talked about this before, if you're one of those people that doesn't want help, doesn't need help, whatever, doesn't want to get better, you got to go. But I'll tell you this, for all the success he's had, what do you bet most of what he's really accomplished is just the homeless people that didn't want help in his area moved? So now they're just in L.A.?
You said you now have 0 homeless people in your town. You said you got that one person help. What resources are you offering them, and where do they go once they do get that help?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what we've done is we've partnered with a homeless service provider so that if a homeless individual is encountered here in the streets of Coronado, our police officers will make contact with that individual, let them know that there is help available, and that we will personally escort them to make sure they get the help they need to get back on their feet, get a roof over their head, and get whatever additional services they need. However, we also make it very clear that we don't tolerate tent encampments along our sidewalks, and we don't tolerate other code violations such as being drunk in public or urinating in public or defecating in public. We just simply don't tolerate these basic code violations. And what ends up happening is an individual either chooses to get help or they end up leaving.
So how long
Called
ago did
it.
you put this in order to where there were no encampments?
So this has been the general policy of the city of Coronado for the past several years, and this is one that we've been really doubling down on, especially as we've seen homelessness rise throughout the state of California. And that's one thing I want to just make sure that the viewers are aware of here. From 2012 to 2022, we actually saw homelessness fall throughout the entire country by about 40,000 individuals. However, here in the state of California, over that same time period, we saw homelessness increase by 40%, from 120,000 in 2012 all the way up to 170,000 as of last year.
Jesus.
In some parts of San Diego County, we've seen homelessness almost quadruple over that same time period. So the policies that are in place at the regional and statewide level that are tolerating this type of behavior that is personally destructive and also destructive to the surrounding communities.
Yeah. Pretty much he's saying the same thing we've all been saying for a while. Or as a bunch of Republicans might say, duh. You did it again, Fox, you motherfucker. You motherfucked me. I don't want your Yellowstone story. Spoiler alert. I didn't even know that was a show. I thought it was like a movie or some shit. I didn't care then. I don't care now. Fuck off. Fuck off. There's merit to this. That's not it. Maine is trying to tax birds, and then what is this? The moment SWAT use. Oh yeah. There's a video on this, right? Thought we had a video. Do we have a video, or just pictures? Alrighty. Well, let's get to this story. So a SWAT unit closed in on a Pennsylvania flight bomber accused of a plot to destroy a passenger plane headed to Florida. And his family says, quote, he is not smart enough to have built a hidden explosive device. Look, this couldn't have been my kid, all right? This fucknut is too stupid to put together a pipe bomb, all right? He didn't do it, all right? It wasn't him. He doesn't have the kind of brains, all right? Kamala Harris makes this guy look like an idiot, all right? Okay? And we both know you won't ask her about a pipe bomb. One, because she wasn't involved. But two, because you're going to get some stupid arbitrary argument. Well, a pipe bomb is just a bomb that they make inside a pipe. It's okay? So fuck off. My kid didn't do this. Alrighty, so Mark Muffley. Am I reading that right? Mark Muffley, 40, of Lansford, Pennsylvania, was arrested on Monday for allegedly checking a bomb stitched into his luggage into an Allegiant flight. Relatives were shocked, saying the 40-year-old wasn't smart enough to build such a device, which contained a powder and used commercial-grade fireworks. Muffley has a series of run-ins with the law dating back to 2017 for harassment, disorderly conduct, and fighting, and will appear in court on Thursday. Alrighty, so... Oh, it's an image gallery. Okay, so this is them going after him. Dude looks sus. Okay. That's his mom or something? Oh. This is his neighbor, Megan Rim's doorbell. Okay. Or no, they use stuff from her doorbell? He was arrested at home in Abbott Street. Nothing of actual video, though. You're all telling me to look at the impressive moments when we catch him. You didn't catch the guy. Alrighty. Well, that's fucked up. Muffley, says Ignatz. I don't know. Muffled? At any rate, so yeah, they caught the guy. But again, that's not the defense you want, you know? Your parents like, no, it wasn't him. He's too dumb. Okay? He didn't do this. That's kind of, but do you double down on that? Do we call that the Tardo defense? You just go, yeah, no, I'm 100% tired, and it was not me. They planted that. Alrighty, so this next story that we're gonna do here, we've got we got an hour and 15 left in the show here, so let's finish up with these two stories and then get into our third hour stuff. Again, thank you all so much for the support. I should mention. Not that a whole lot of people are going to be able to go there and do much with it. Let's put this up. Ooh, should have closed that before. I'm going to be performing tomorrow at the Euphoric Ink, the Euphoric Ink and Art Show. And so you can go to euphoricinandart.com if you want tickets. Let's Control-C and Control-V. But I will be performing tomorrow at 5 and at 8. And this is, again, at the Park Event Center on 500 Division Street, Waite Park, Minnesota. So come on out and see me doing comedy. There's going to be music. There's going to be tattoos. It's going to be a fun art display, tattoo supply shops, education and interviews. So beer tasting. I didn't know we were going to have beer tasting. And a bounce house for the kids. Oh, Jesus. There's going to be kids. I'm going to have to be careful. Casimir the Hungry? I don't even know what that is. Anyways, so if you want to come out to that, please do. It'll be super fun. I will be there on Friday for sure. I might be hanging out on Saturday, try and get some footage and stuff for my web show on Sunday. And what tat are you getting? I don't know if you can get tats. We'll see what they can do. I had one that I wanted to get from my arm, but I realized the one I want to put on this arm is going to be more of a, probably should see a real tattoo artist for that. I might get something small, but I also have to buy a new, these feel like off or something. I also have to buy a new piece for this Sunday too. So we'll see what happens. The Sunday show on Rumble, only on Rumble from 2 to 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Rumble only show. So, yeah. I suppose we can unveil it on that too. Because if I do get a tat, that'll be there. I very much want to. We'll see what's what. Because I'm looking at this now and I'm not even sure that I can actually get tattoos. Art display, art showcase, tattooing, machine tattooing Friday and Saturday. That is a thing. So we'll see. I have a couple ideas. We'll see what we do. Anyways, that's this Saturday, Friday and Saturday. All right, so the Tennessee cop, Megan Hall, I'm pretty sure we all know who she is. brief update if you don't. She was kind of in the center of the whole big sex thing in Tennessee. She's kind of referred to as the sex cop. Well, apparently, now, after everything that's come out, she's lost her job and everything that's happened, she is now claiming that the police department groomed her. She's hired an attorney, and on Monday, the 51-page federal lawsuit claims her superiors and peers groomed her for sexual exploitation during her 2-year stint on the force. Hall is suing the wrong people. She should sue the state of Georgia. What? What the fuck? This is an opinion piece at this point. Hall is suing the wrong people. She should sue the estate of George Floyd. She should sue writers Ibram X, Kenny, and Hall should sue all other people, all the other diversity, equity, and inclusion grifters who groomed her for exploit. Who is saying this? Is that the attorney saying this? Hall applied for a job in law enforcement and in the aftermath of the death. All right, so this is a very pointed article. Despite a history of mental illness, Megan Hall met the newly installed George Floyd standards for career law enforcement. From there, nature took its course and insanity ensued. Again, who is this? The lawyer saying this? This feels like someone who's got a very... Am I weirded out for saying, like, all right, like, and I miss the times you will be at Euphoric. Oh, the times I will be performing at Euphoric are at 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Friday. So this show is ending at 4 p.m. on Friday, and then I got to book over there to get in, check in, and do all that before I'm on the show. And then I'll have a little time to kind of peruse the place in between my sets. And I think if I get tattoos and stuff, it'll probably be something I do either late that night or because then I'd be done. So, yeah, I don't know. But they're open till midnight. The thing goes till midnight. And I'm definitely going to have to do a more kid-friendly show at 5. That's going to suck. At any rate, it's I'm a little annoyed with how scheduling things changed and went with that and last-minute things. So I just got, we'll be there. It'll be fun. Come join us. Megan Hall was treated the way unqualified employees are always treated. Superiors and peers treat them as inferior prey. When people believe that they've done you a favor, they do not treat you as an equal, and eventually they seek out acts of gratitude. Could be as innocent as demanding you speak to them in a differential manner. All right, this is... I can't keep reading this just because, again, this seems like it's very pointed about, well, these policies and St. George Floyd, which, fine, but I'm sorry, as one person who actually lived in the state of... How about this doesn't have anything to do with that? Just wanted the story on the lawsuit with the grooming thing. I feel like you got an axe to grind there, homie. You go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so this next a live tattoo stream. Can't do a live tattoo stream, won't be able to, but I will bring my camera with me. And I'll see if I can put together and film a what do you need me to list the times again? But at any rate, on Sunday I'll be able to do a stream, and hopefully I'll have a video I can put together for you because I have my camera. I can bring my little rinky-dink camera and be like, hey, I'm filming my stuff because I have an internet show. You probably don't know who I am. Oh, God, I will never have to do that. Thank God I'll never be like, you probably don't know who I am because, like, no, I'll just be like, no, I'm just another guy. Friday schedule, 5 to 8 p.m., beer sampling, 5 p.m. comedy, 6 p.m. comedian, 7 p.m. comedian, 8 p.m. comedian, 9 p.m. comedian, 10 p.m. Oh, Yaruto is linking the whole thing. Yeah, like I said, I'm the 5 p.m. comedian and the 8 p.m. comedian on Friday. Hold it sideways for accuracy. Are you getting the butt plug chair guy? What? Butt plug chair? I'm not. This isn't a butt plug. No, I'm not getting. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. I had one that I wanted to like print out and have done, but I think that might be a lot more work than I can get done at that point in time. I think it might be a bigger thing. Oh, my hair keeps popping up on this. At any rate, let's talk about this quick. Maine is trying to protect birds from cats by using taxation. I mean, you just let's just talk about a real democratic way to go about it. Yeah, well, keyboard is better down here after all. All right, let's go. I didn't mean to do that. That's what happens when you accidentally hit a button. You're here. Alrighty, so legislators in Maine are tired of cats killing birds in the state and are aiming to hold the cats' owners responsible. The state's current animal trespass laws expressly excludes cats from liability because, well, they're cats. And as you might as well try to yeah, whatever. So where do we get to? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Vicky, a name I can't read, is trying to stop them from freely roaming around the state and eating endangered birds like the piping plover. Fernessa Gundrum, it's a Gundrum, of the Maine Auburn, recalled a piping plover being pulled alive from a cat's mouth this year in Scarborough. She says that cats represent the #1 direct human-caused threat to birds, because cats are people, you know. Besides, the Lord knows this dog was never much help with the bird population. Okay, whatever. Anyway, there are quite a few people that are calling out this plan. If the law passes, cat owners will be on the hook for $50 to $500 for any mischief their cats cause. Nagashu says the word Gundam. So actually, her name was Gundrum, Gundrum, Gundrum. But yeah, I know what you mean. I get it, how it works. I'll remember that for later shows. 420, they don't have any other comics. Oh, shit. Honey, listen, I swear I wasn't cheating. I was groomed by that whore vagina. No. The one who did the grooming was apparently everyone else. Apparently Megan Hall is saying she was groomed. Because there's no such thing as stray cats. Yeah, stray cats. Stray cats are a problem. Here's the thing. Stray cats not only exist, and that's not only the issue. The other part of the problem is that while stray cats exist, people feed those stray cats. So even if they don't kill the birds, they have a food source that helps them survive. And then they turn around when they find a bird, they kill a bird. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. If the law passes, all right, we covered that. All right, so that's everything from that story. Let's go ahead and pull up my pants. No, let's go ahead and pull up our... Nope, we did all these. Our third hour stories. We've got just about an hour left in the show, so we'll finish up these stories. Again, thank you all so much for the support. Whether you're joining us on Twitch, Rumble, or YouTube, thank you very much for being part of the show. So for our last hour's collection of stories, we have one about a drag show in Britain. You're going to love hearing about this. We've also got a person who found a 2,000-year-old bronze figure in a field, and wait till you hear about that. I hopefully won't get in trouble for that one. There's a new Peter Pan coming out. We can talk about that preview and see how we feel. We got an update on the news story we had covered earlier in the week about the police dealing with a pit bull that had mauled a man to death. We get to find out about some of the owners. And let's just say they fit a bill. Alrighty. So, and then we've got a feel-good story if we get to it about a softball player that twisted her ankle and how she managed to still finish the play. And it's it just tickles us in the feels. Why not? You know, enough shit's depressing. How about a feel-good story? Of course, it involves a bunch of girls. Bunch of broads being like, no, poor you got injured. Let us help you succeed even though we're on the opposing team. And on the guys' sports, they'd be like, yeah, go fuck yourself. You're done. You fucked up, pussy. All right, anyways, let's get back to the first. Oh, wait, no, we already covered you. So this is the one. Okay, so there was a drag show. I don't even know if I can show a lot of this, because some of it is really, really bad. But there was a drag show in England, and it's calling itself Family Friendly, and they're promoting another event coming up in March, I guess. Wait a minute, are we in March? Is today the first day of March? Anyways, so some of this content is crazy and is potentially a little sensitive. So I'm going to go down to one that I know is at least kind of okay. I think this one. So this is called Kabba Babba Babba Rave. And it's advertised for parents to bring their kids to. Let's find, here's a tweet of it. All right, can we go full screening on this? All right, so we don't even have audio. For those of you who can't, holy Jesus, that might get us in trouble. I might bounce back on this. That's not appropriate. And that's like, I'd like to point out there are kids in here with that. If I get in any trouble for that later, like some sort of temporary ban or strike or whatever on Twitch, we'll still be on Rumble. But yeah, I don't know if I can actually play all that video. That dude is not dressed appropriately, and there are little kids in that video. There are people holding babies. There looks to be a there are a lot. There's another. I can show this one. This person's at least somewhat not. Oh, 2 seconds of that. Alrighty, great. Nope. Again, fuck Jesus. Is there any wonder that the far right is on the rise? Battle Brothers Zio, I don't know about this, but like I said, that's not kid friendly. Call CPS. Like that's the whole point of this story. They had this event going on. A lot of people linking it and talking about it, but did we have... Oh, wait, no, this is the thread. I don't want the thread thing. Let's go back to this. Okay, so I have to actually watch these ahead of time now to see if they're safe. And I don't know that they're safe. But there's literally, like... Here, we can go at a second where it's... All right, here, we'll flip it to this. This is a still screen. There are kids of varying ages from infant to, I would say, couple years old. And there's a whole bunch of fucking moms. Surprise. More clothes than Amaranth, you're fine. Johnny Chimpo, not really. And certainly had a much bigger dick than Amaranth. And, but again, I don't see a single dad in this. Just think, not safe for Twitch or YouTube, but safe for children to be at. And that's the point I'm making. I'm saying I could understand if I get hit with some sort of thing like, hey, this goes against our value. Like, hey, yeah, I didn't mean to air that, but I understand. And if it's just not like no harm, no foul, but like if it's just like a little slap on the wrist, a couple days off for me because of that, like, fine. Barney was the first gummer. Oh.
Show me your dick! That's nasty. You're a pervert.
But yeah, it just, that birds are fake, says No Morio. I don't know if birds are fake, but they're just, oof. That shouldn't be something you do around kids. Actually, there was a lady that was covering this from England. I'm not going to play all of her thing, but she had an opinion on it, and I'm going to play a little bit of it. She has a YouTube channel, and her YouTube channel is called Dominique Samuels. She'll be advertising it. Feel free to subscribe. But let's go over here to her and hear what she has to say about it.
Isn't inclusion.
Oh, Jesus. I have to worry about this.
Before I begin this video, although I don't think I should have to do this, but I would like to make clear that I have no issue with the LGBT community, nor do I have any issue with
You're about
drug
to.
acts in an appropriate setting, which is for adults. I've been to such events myself. But what I'm about to show you
That's not gonna help you.
completely inappropriate for children to witness. I'm genuinely concerned for the safety of children in these settings.
All right, so I just want to get to filter for sure, says No Morio. I don't know.
If you haven't noticed, and I think it's pretty hard not to,
All right, maybe it is filter. Maybe it's filter.
trend of Drag Queen Story Hour, imported from the US.
All right, whoa. Yeah, it did start here. But this is the other thing. This shit's happening in other places, and now it's imported from the U.S. Like, oh, man. I don't want to be known for that. Bring us you're tired, you're poor, you're sexually confused, yearning to read books to children. I just smudged my glasses. Oh. They're trying to turn the kids trans, but at least teachers aren't effing them anymore. #progress. Well, you say #progress, but a lot of the teachers are pushing these agendas, so I don't know if that second part is necessarily true. Either way, I'll take this. How about you don't F my kids? How about you don't talk to them about sexual identity? How about you just be an adult around my children if you're supposed to be around them? But here's a problem with this. I have a problem with this from two fronts. One, the parents that are doing it. Because it's not like this was this particular show or thing is a just like, oh, we did this in a public space. There were parents invited to this, and moms are there like, oh, this is fun, this is cool. And I'm like, maybe not for your kid, though. Again, just all quiet on the Western Front. Oh, okay. Dummy Johnny, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, Yartu, I like your new bit. Like that would happen. Look, again, probably age ranged out, probably but don't get me wrong, would in a heartbeat, accent alone. But yeah, I guess that's a solid no. I feel like just the offer alone would probably turn her on to women if she isn't already. Like, I just feel like me just being like, hey, how about one time? And she'd be like, and I'm a celibate person for life now. Thank you for that. My vagina has dried up so hard it will never open again. Oh.
Where scantily clad grown men parade in front of children wearing wigs, makeup, and clothing that resembles stripper gear for the most part has been spreading like wildfire across the UK. Yet those that come out against Drag Queen Story Hour and rightfully protest its inappropriate nature with regards to these events being targeted at children, we're called far right. We're called bigots. All of these accusations couldn't be farther from the truth.
So wait a minute. You aren't a pro-Trump person? Chrissy saying, Joe, man, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Chrissy? It's March 2nd, Einstein. I mean, it is March 2nd, but a lot of these stories are from March 1st, and then the advertisement that we had earlier, that's pretty much that. She's going to go on about her thing with the video, and she's saying how it's inappropriate and stuff, and that they're getting called far-right and bigots. But again, this one, oh, wow, Saturday the 28th of January through Saturday the 11th of March. So it's an ongoing thing for like over a month. It's 90 minutes long. Cabaret, drag, and burlesque. Again, and there's a baby in the picture. An exciting new event for parents and their babies. Again, in these pictures, we only see moms, and the moms are happy because they get to see a baby interacting with a drag. Oh, aren't I such an accepting person? Battle Brother Zio, you don't have to be far right to be anti-groomer. This isn't even anti-groomer. This is anti-sex around kids. I thought a stance all of us could understand. But they're, at least in England, ironically enough, allowed to call it out a lot more than we are here. And she's even pointing out, though, but it's happening over there now, where if you call this out and you say, hey, this isn't right to do around kids, you're not saying that these shows can't exist. You're not saying that these people can't live their lives. You're saying that those lives, those lifestyles, and those particular habits are not meant for children, like drinking or playing strip poker or, I don't know, having a conversation about the rights and wrongs of war. There are a lot of things that you should not necessarily do around kids, okay? Those British limeys threw Gary Glitter in jail. They know what's up. Well, I'll say this. They're at least kind of reacting to it better. Wrong. The leftist liberals have no morality and think it's cool to mess with your children. It's sad. Maybe in America, that's some of them, and I'm not going to speak for other people, but I'm saying in general, she's saying that she's not a far-right person in England, which is a different thing than in America, the same with the being left thing, but there are similarities. She's saying she's not a member of the far-right organization. She doesn't have far-right ideals or beliefs. She's saying, like a lot of us, that it's not a matter of your political leanings in this case. It's a simple matter of this isn't appropriate around children. But the people defending it, who are on the left, are the ones who immediately turn and call you a bigot for that. So, again, that's how we had the whole thing yesterday where I'm like, yeah, I'm just just might as well just call me a transphobe. I'd never date a trans person. If I knew you were a trans person, I would lose any ability to be sexually attracted to you. It's nothing personal. It's just that's the way I am as a person. I know that's how I'll behave. I won't be able to move beyond that, and I won't be able to be into you. Sorry, it's not going to be a thing. Too bad, so sad. And I don't begrudge you for having that life, but whatever. I deserve to be respected too, goddammit. Johnny, do you have another useful policy to enforce? To enforce on what, Yaruto? A useful policy to enforce on what? My policy on the trans community? Only policy I'd like to enforce is keep it to yourself. I shouldn't have to see it come at me. I should have to seek it out. Parliament conservatives are liberal, also at Battle Brother Zio. I stand corrected. They are progressives. They took over that term. Classic liberalism was a good thing. Modern, not so much. I mean, I don't know. Again, just not around kids. I feel like a simple not having burlesque shows around children. Have you ever been to a burlesque show? I've been to a few. I just don't think that should happen around kids. I've been to a burlesque show that had burlesque and drag and just all of that. Again, nothing wrong with it, but it should be like adults, Brain Socks following the channel. Thank you for following Brain Socks. I don't know why those alerts are not coming through again. That's supposed to be a thing. Alrighty. Anyways, so Cabba Baba Baba Rave is not cool in my opinion. And again, a lot of people getting up at the veranda. Not at the veranda, at the red carpet actually. Where do they even have those? I know Raleigh Stoney's in the red carpet. I went to the red carpet. I saw Nikita Cat and her Nikita's Kittens or whatever. I don't know. Vixens. I don't know what they're called anymore. But I've seen three burlesque shows. One that had a drag element. But yeah, I've seen three burlesque shows. Just because I knew people that were performing in them and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's a fun thing. I don't have any problem with it. I just don't think it should be done. Again, I feel like the setting I experienced it in, very appropriate, you know? Have you been to the red carpet since the 6th anniversary show? No, I don't think so. Or once. And that wasn't too soon or too long after. I definitely haven't been since we left the radio. I haven't been there in a long time. I haven't had a reason to. Don't usually go to. Anyways, yeah. So there we go. Let's ditch that. Oh, this is another tweet thing. I don't know why. Okay. So this next story is going to be fun. This one could get me in trouble too. Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully. All right. Jesus. It's not real though. I mean it's just whatever. We're going to read this story. Metal detectorists discover a 2,000-year-old bronze nude figure with a huge hinged phallus in a field in Lincolnshire. Double down, Johnny. Fuck it, I'm gonna double down. It's not. This is not kid. This is NSF not for kids content. All right, so don't have your screen open near your child as I read this story. A metal detectorist was in for a surprise after stumbling across a bronze Celtic artifact of a nude figure with a hinged phallus in its right hand. So he was just spanking it. All right, Paul Shepard, 69, was at a detector rally in Coveney, Lincolnshire in 2022 when he made the find in a stubble field. The retired processing consultant from March, Cambridgeshire, said his wife Joan had just found a medieval penny when he got a signal on his new XP Deuce 2 metal. Oh, go brag about your equipment. All right, I don't know if I want to stay on this picture too long. He said the dong 10 inches. Oh, he said he dug 10 inches into the earth and initially thought he found a huge steel spit pin commonly used to retain wheels on farm carts. God, I'm having trouble reading all of a sudden. It's like my brain gets worse when I do this. But when he looked more closely, he saw an outline of a face and realized it was more significant. All right, so there's the outline of the face. There's the figure. It's 2 finger lengths long, and also 2 finger lengths long is the dong. Oh, it's a big dude with a dick. All right, there we go. We went through it pretty fast. Now we've got another thing. I don't want to share that on the screen. We're going to go over here. I put some headphones on my kid, like when Nicolas Cage in Face Off and there was a shootout with the FBI. It's the way to be. It's a goddamn good parent. The tiny item. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It was average. Yaruto, the fastest show on Twitch. Well, hey, I'm not going to sit on it for a while. Just kind of, we got the point. I'm out of coffee now, and I don't have the balls to finish the show without it. Oh, Jesus, that's right. I'm at 10 burns. I have like, or 11. I did 11 burns. I did 12 before I closed. That was all that. So it's 11 or 12. We'll say I did 11. We'll add one extra one if anything else. We say we got to do number 12, but we got to put this together. Alrighty, so the tiny item, again, opinion. Historically, a small penis indicated a high IQ. Yeah, so this thing was at least smart as fuck. And let's be honest, it wasn't huge, okay? But if we could gauge the size, again, it was at least half cock, all right? That guy was... Nagashika saying, that's why I'm so stupid. Oh, I see what you did there. Hey, everybody. That's called a humble brag. Oh, God. I've been playing Marvel's Midnight Suns, and it has Deadpool in it. And because of that, I have once again been fucking power burning my love for Deadpool. So now I just start talking like him and just walking around and just saying different things, being a dick. Go upstairs to hang out with my daughter, and she's like, hi, Daddy. I'm like, hey, kiddo, you want to see what I can do? And as soon as I say it like that, her mom is like, no, Deadpool's not for up here, Johnny. I'm like, okay. Fanatical Bucks fan, times have changed. I said historically. Oh, no. Now Nagasuka might just be, I don't know, dumb. I'll say this. If you have a big dick, like a really big dick, it's got to be hard to be intelligent while you're erect, right? Like, I have a decent-sized dick, but I guess perhaps enough blood flow that it just doesn't seem to be a huge issue. But I will admit, like, I get a little kind of like, nyeh, while I'm like, doing, because I'm just, I'm not on all cylinders, so to speak. We're running a little low on the juice, The juice, baby. Alrighty. All right. Enough of this. Let's get back to again this 7 inches is big. Are we considering girth? Okay. I didn't consider 7 inches big, and I'm not going to go into why or whatever. But as far as girth goes, I think girth is totally important. All right. And I say that not just as a person with a girthy member, but as a Polishman. Look, I'll say this. You need a balance of both, all right? Mumble rap is the product of poor circulation. Pretty sure 5 to 5.5 inches is average, so 7 would be considered big. I'm sorry, Sandy. But again, the girth situation, here's what I'll say. Significant girth can kind of compensate for a lack of length, but I don't think that transition goes back the other way, right? Like, if a dude's a little bit around average, but he's got like a decent amount of truncation to it, so it's like fucking a potato. But take that the other way. Say, all right, he's got a lot of length, but it just is fucking, it's a pencil shaft. So now you're getting fucking hot dog dick. Oh, he's tickling the top of my uteral wall, but it feels like he's doing it with a cotton swab. It's not good for anyone. Who wants that? I don't. You do? I don't. Especially not in any orifice I have. If it's going in my body, it's medical, god damn it.
Cheer 100. When have you ever had a female say, "That's too small, I'll pass"?
I haven't. I mean, I feel like if you have that problem, all right, we're fucking around. Yaroto pointing out this is a serious show for serious men. Ugh. And I just want all of you to remember while we talk about these chub up first.
The sad truth is that cock size is the smallest it's ever been in recorded history.
I only ask because those 8.4 ounce Red Bull cans would be a good analog if it were a little taller. I mean, Johnny wants Mandingo Dong. What? How did we get that? Oh. I mean, that would be like saying, what?
Cheer 100 exactly. Guys just want to know theirs is big enough, and bigger than the other dudes.
I mean, I just want to know mine's working. That's all. But again, I'll play that drop again.
Oh, you got a big dick on you.
But thank you very much for the 100 bits and all the support. We're having a great time. So back to this.
Cheer 100 facts.
Nigel Mills, consultant, coins and artifacts at Noonan's. Really? Noonan's? You found a phallus object, you took it to Noonan's? How about Nooners? This male figure with a hinged, oversized phallus would have symbolic powers of good luck and warding off evil spirits. Warding off evil spirits? More like wanking off evil spirits, am I right? Stop making it so goddamn easy! Oh, fucking A. When people came over to his house, thank you, Sadie. When people came over to his house, he would just look at him when he got his new thing and be like, hey.
You want to see my burger?
You got a nice cock. Oh, I gotta find a good. I gotta get the one I have on my computer that keeps.
You got a beautiful cock.
Oh yeah, I do.
You got a beautiful cock.
I do have that one. Thank you for playing that sticker. All right, so what were we on? We're at controlled burn number 11. Let's pop back.
Cheer 100 if she doesn't show some type of discomfort as you're stuffing it in. Your dick is small.
I will completely disagree with you on that 5W40 motor oil. Or you found a lady with a big old vagina. I've had it both ways. And I don't know if you've ever had sex with someone pre and post child, but let's just say that street isn't the same after the bus has gone through. It's not the same for any of us. Just a sad, lonely, windy city.
Cheer 100 fountain of knowledge.
God damn it. So that's going to trip that thing, right? Because you just did that, and that's doing that, because I'm looking at it. Nope, never mind. Alrighty. So, at any rate, I got to do at least on 11. Said I was on 11. So, let's go with this.
Cheer 100 you have a small dick. Even after she had 2 kids.
I don't... Why does this thing say a train is close and it's not happening? It just looks like it is. Why are you... So that's just a glitch. So we're just not going to work with it. I don't know why it's doing that. Whatever. I don't want to have that on the screen. Oh, look, there's the guy who found the dick. Just an old man who found a dick. Controlled burn number 11.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and
I guess we have another train happening.
aboard on the 809. Here comes a train, and here comes driver 10 too. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes.
I'm gonna die.
Here comes a train today.
Woo!
Here comes a train.
I've never touched it before. Oh my gosh, you can tilt it?
Thank you so much for the support. Every train level we add, I'll add another controlled burn.
Cheer 100 little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It's just I have an extremely, extremely small penis. Again, forget the girth thing, I guess. The guy, whatever. Yeah, I have a little dick. I don't care. It's not like I'm using it. Who cares? It could be small. It could be huge. It could be small. No one's going to see it at all. So who gives a shit? That rhymes. Alrighty, we initially thought it was Roman, as the military wore phallic pendants, but they did not have moving parts, so to speak. Yeah, this one needed to be able to move, in case you wanted to aim it. Alrighty. The Celts, who have added a hinged element, making very artistic.
Cheer 100, try fisting or anal.
Which perhaps made their feelings even more obvious. I mean, fisting or anal, either way. Is that 200 things or just 100 or doubled? Either way, thank you so much for the support. We're at level 1, 66%, 3 minutes left. I will add controlled burns for all the levels. I still have 4 to go.
Guess what?
Thank you, Wilmer, for the 5 subs.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
That's pretty manageable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you very much. 5 gifted subs for the channel. I really, really appreciate that. It is immense. Thank you so much, Wilmer. A huge, long-time supporter of the show. Alrighty, so we initially thought it was Roman. I got to do, let's do controlled burn number 12 right now, because I have to add 3 more on, and I was going to 16, so that's 19. So if we're on 12, then it's then I 7 after this. So controlled burn number 12. Thank you, Balls Deep. Let's check up on that sticker party, too. Controlled burn number 12. Chevy JB saying, fuck it, anal fisting. I mean, if you're going to go in, you might as well go in hard. So we have 450 bits to a sticker party. If that happens, you can all go crazy with the stickers for a limited amount of time. I'm going to die. Alrighty. We hope to use the proceeds from... Oh, you're going to sell this thing? How much can you get for a tiny dick? Apparently a lot. We hope to use the proceeds from the sale to pay for a holiday for my wife and my mother. Why bring your mom? The item will be offered for sale as part of a 2-day sale of ancient coins and antiquities at Noonan's on March 8th and 9th. What's the proposed... How much is the dick worth? I want to know. I want to know. We can't find out. I'm going to die.
Twist his dick!
Or at least, I don't know, mouth to mouth. Yaruto saying, Johnny, please don't die. I mean, it's going to happen eventually. As I love to say, the Deadpool is still active and the smart money is on 3 hours from now. Thank you for the 100 bits. Level 17, or level 3, 17%. Thank you very much for that hype train. That's super awesome. I still have 7 burns to do. Jesus. We have a half hour left of show. Still a shit ton of content to get to. So, wow. Oh, never say I don't risk myself for you. All right, Mr. Shepard, who has been an avid metal detectorist for 25 years, said what I love about metal detecting is that there's absolutely surprise of what you find. Again, so we can't get a dollar value on the dick? I want to know, how much is that dick worth? How much is that dick worth to you? I mean, if the price is right, I'll pay the shipping. You know what I mean? Just... Oh, fuck. Alrighty, so somebody made a lot of money off of a little dick, probably. Penis is priceless. I don't know about priceless, Chevy JB. There's a lot of people willing to give it out for free. I feel like penis value has gone down. Penis value has deflated. Alrighty. You want to see the There's a weird one. You want to see the preview for the remake of the Neverland movie? Apparently, they've remade Peter Pan multiple times. I remember Hook as a kid with Robin Williams. Thought that was a good show. I know the cartoon has had addresses. We've had a couple of updates. Well, Peter Pan's gotten a new brush. Let's go see what Disney's doing.
Tell me, how did you come to Neverland?
Well, it started with a guy promising he loved me. Then he told me to close my eyes and suck it out of a hose. That hype train finishing there at level 3, 17%. Thank you so much. Johnny, rephrase that. You sound like you came out of the sequel to Brokeback Mountain. Not sure. Okay.
Are you Lost Boys? Every last one of us. But you're not all boys. So?
Get it? Because did you see it? We got our first woke moment, everybody. Michael Jackson brought him there. Oh! I just think it'd be fun if we all went to Neverland. All right. You're not all boys. That's right, because every gang has to be explicit. Every name is literal. That's why the Hells Angels are all literally angels from hell. The Crips are Crips and the Bloods are bleeding. But we can't fucking have that, like, just obvious understanding that when we see a group of people called the Lost Boys and some of them in there are children, well, why don't we just change the name to the Lost Children then? We have to point out that there are girls in there and it's called the Lost Boys. I feel like we're getting stupider every time we do this shit. Who is this for? Holy Jesus, I made it 25 seconds in before I got pissed off. And we now have a new record. All right, moving on. Disney, go fuck yourself. The Lost Thems. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Controlled Burn. I did 12 recently, so this will be 13. We're going to do Controlled Burn number 13, and we're going to attempt something. Leftists have no comprehension skills. Well, buckle up, Holmes. All right, 13.
What is this place? It's home.
Peter found it. Just like he found all of us.
It's like he found me. Peter Pan?
Were you expecting someone else?
Ha ha! You get it? You thought you could take all my money, didn't you, DeSantis? You thought you could just walk in here and say, I'm going to tell the mouse what to do? Well, guess what? Now Peter Pan's an Indian. The Lost Boys are the Lost Thems. But don't worry. Don't worry. We made sure not to wash out all the white people. Guess when you show up?
What you say, boys? You ready for an adventure? It looks very far away.
It's closer than you think.
That's right, children. Always trust a fairy. They won't leave.
What is it that you're afraid of?
They're shooting at kids. Holy shit, I didn't expect that. They opened cannon fire on children. I mean, really? Really? And I don't know if you noticed it, but did you notice that there was a lot of diversity in that film? Till we got to one scene. I gotta say, at one point we saw, like, obviously, the rich white kids. But God, this is so woke. I couldn't even keep my bit going.
My love. Perhaps I don't want to grow up. Hold the past in your heart, but where you go from here, it's up to you.
Wendy, Moira, Angela, darling. Where is Peter Pan?
Okay, so apparently all the pirates are white men. I mean, really? Really? Oh, God. So I can't wait to go see that. How about you guys? Are you going to be jumping off the fucking rails to go watch that movie? That looks like it'll be I bet that won't be super woke at all, with constantly reminding the white lady about her privilege. I'm sure none of those Lost Boys are going to talk about how a life of poverty on the streets drove them to seek this ulterior life, and that perhaps those children should really consider how blessed they are to have every... I hope they go wholehearted, like hard in the paint. And what they literally do is like, you don't understand how blessed you are to have a house and a family and money and a credit score. Just fucking to the point where it's actually offensive, you know? Like they did with the whole, like, oh no, it's racist to suggest a lab. It's a lot less racist to say these people eat bats and shit. That's where it came from. It's from their crazy diets, because get it? They're weird. All right, anyways. So there's that, the new Peter Pan movie. It's going to suck balls. I have absolutely no excitement to see it. We have how many? Shit, I don't remember how many. I think I did 13. Did we do 13? I think 13. We're going to say 13. We're going to say this is 14. Here we go, number 14. We've got 15 minutes left in the show, and I have 5 more to do after this. So controlled burn 14. This is going to be rough. Alrighty, here we go. On with the show. Enough bullshit. So that's that. Let's get to our next story here. Oh yeah, this one we wanted to catch up on. Now, if you remember, we were talking earlier how we would be catching up on the Pitbull in San Antonio. Now, in San Antonio, for those of you who don't remember, quick reminder, there was a Pitbull. A video went pretty viral of police officers and I think a firefighter using axes to fight off a Pitbull that was like aggressively trying to get at a body of an 81-year-old who died from the mauling of the Pitbull. Well, some information's come out about the Pitbulls and everything else surrounding them. It has been revealed that the couple that owned the Pitbulls were breeding the Pitbulls. They were arrested after their pets mauled an 81-year-old to death. They apparently used meat to train their dogs to be aggressive, despite claiming to be responsible owners. So you know that whole argument that people are like, it's not the pit bull, it's the people? Worldwide. That's right. I'm sorry, I forgot my own bit. Thank you very much for reminding me. Worldwide. You know the real story of Peter Pan, all the kids are actually dead. Yeah, that's the real, surprise, that's the real story of the kids is, guess what? They went to Neverland, which is where the children never grow up. That's the whole point of never growing up, 'cause you're dead. But again, I feel like those kind of deep meanings won't be in this. We won't be the children are dead and all that stuff. I feel like that's going to be a lot more of like, well, that's too deep. How about it? We just talk about how they have way too much privilege and white people are evil. And all of these brilliant people of color are just trying to survive. Anyways, so rape stallions like Michael Vick. I mean, I don't know about that. They were definitely, I bet, breeding them for less than, how shall we call, good owner activities. Feeding the dog meat isn't an issue. It's still the breed and the owners. 5W40 motor oil. God, it's getting bad. 5 to go. Now 4 to go after this one. Controlled burn whatever with 4 remaining. What are numbers? All right. So, let's go down and get this story going. San Antonio pit bull breeding couple used meat to train their dogs to be aggressive. So it's not that they were using meat to train the dogs. I'm saying they used meat to train the dogs to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Now, here's what I'm saying. A lot of people might say, hey, it's not the trainers, it's not the meat, it's the breed. And you might be right. But I'll tell you this. If you get a fucking murder machine and you pour the gas on that, oh, someone had to mention it. Damn it. Now I've got the earworm in. We're going to have to do this. I'm sorry. I didn't want this to be a thing, but somebody did this. This is Mikey's fault. And shame on Aaron for forever disparaging the awesome name that is this. So, we'll just, yeah. I'm going to read the story to this. How about we do it that way? Christian Alexander Moneo was arrested and charged with criminal negligence. Dangerous dog attack resulting in the death and injury of an elderly man. Turn this down a little. Of an elderly man. It remains in jail. His wife, Albeline Schneider, 31, now has also been slapped with the same charges. Ramon Najera, 81, had been trying to protect his wife, 74, from the couple's 3 pit bulls after they broke free from a yard on February 26th and mauled him to death. His wife, along with 2 other men, were also injured in the attack. The dogs had attacked 2 other people in the neighborhood and on 2 separate occasions. And fresh evidence points to the criminal couple having trained them to be vicious killers. According to the arrest report, a witness video showed the dogs were not wearing collars or harnesses, a requirement of Animal Control Services ACS Monero had told investigators that had complied with guidelines. Police said they'd received tips that Monero and Schneider had been breeding the dogs and training the dogs to be aggressive with meat. The affidavit goes on to state that Schneider also had recorded conversations with her husband regarding how dangerous the dogs had become. Oh, god dang MS clicks. 3 terrifying American Shatford pit bulls worldwide were euthanized, and multiple reports of the dog's violent behavior emerged in the wake of the deadly attack. Following the incident and before her arrest, Schneider claimed her husband wasn't responsible for the attack and that they had taken care when raising the dogs. Following the first couple of attacks, the dogs had been removed from their possession, but they were quickly brought back after the couple's children begged for their return. We were coming back and I saw the dogs behind the gate, but they were full of blood, Schneider said to the local news channels. It's traumatizing to see my dogs that I have raised since they were puppies do that to some. Again, it sounds like, here's a good picture for anybody that thinks these poor innocent animals. These are cops with axes just trying to keep this guy away from the body of the person he just murdered. They were forced to use pickaxes and metal poles to fight off the savage animals. From the bottom of our hearts, we are sorry, but my husband is not responsible, she added. Oh, boo. Claiming that they had done everything in their power to keep the dogs, King, Snow, and Legend, from escaping. Schneider says she was trying to raise money to have her husband released on bail. His bond is set at $125,000. Yeah, I'm sure. Go start that GoFundMe. When the two arrived home, they saw their dogs were out of their harnesses and were told by first responders that their dogs had attacked 4 people and killed 1. Schneider described how the dogs could be a handful and that they had escaped before. They had been involved in 2 attacks, 1 involving King and 2 involving Snow. Despite that, she said, they had not been raised to be aggressive. Really? We never hit them, neglect them, never abused them, she said. After the attacks last month, the dogs were temporarily confiscated by Animal Care Services. The 31-year-old claimed that neither she nor her husband wanted the dogs back, but that the children did. I was like, these dogs aren't for us anymore, she said. The grandchildren of Najera and his wife Janie shared a tribute to their grandfather and created a GoFundMe to help cover funeral costs for their grandfather and medical bills for the grandmother's injuries. Ramon was a San Antonio native, a U.S. Air Force veteran, and an adventurous, outgoing, and loving family man, they wrote. He was recently put on dialysis, but was determined to enjoy life to the fullest despite his health condition. Carlos Gomez, Ramon's stepson, said Janie's son said on Facebook that his stepfather was a strong... Whatever. He was getting ready to start back up at his security job, which is the reason that they were stopping at a seamstress. My stepdad was having some work done on his uniform where they were viciously attacked. So this guy was just trying to get ready. Stevie30-1 saying, hi, hey, sorry I missed that. I had the music going with the story. Welcome to the show. Thank you for that, chat. Love seeing new people in the show. Thank you for the chart. Sorry I didn't get proper acknowledgement to that, too. 5W4, you could use dry dog food. Dogs need to eat. People are ignorant about feeding raw meat to dogs. Again, breed and owners. And I have 4 burns left to do, so we got to top this baby off with a little bit more gas, if you know what I mean. And we're going to work on that because we're running low on time. Here's what I'll say about the breeds and owners, my man. You're not wrong. You have a fair amount of accuracy there. Ooh, still 550 on that. We won't be having that happen. I'm stuttering like a muttering there. So let's just do the 4 burns and be. Oh, wrong button. It's all going wrong, Johnny. Anyways, so who said that? The pit bulls. Back to that. Worldwide. Here's where I'll disagree with the meat thing. If you're raising dogs to be aggressive and you're feeding them like hunks of meat, you're changing what they're used to literally eating. They're used to eating flesh. The same thing with cats here. Here's a good way to explain this. Let's take the whole dog breed out of it. Let's not even talk about dogs. A lady who used to raise big cats at a place called Bearcat Hollow, which I actually think, ironically enough, later got closed down for having some stingy stuff going on, like paperwork-wise. Anyways, they used to have baby bear and lion cubs, like, playing with the kids, right? And they'd always say the same things. The kids can play. When you go there, you can play with the lynxes and the bears and stuff when they're kids. But at a certain point, when they start eating actual meat, you can't interact with them the same way anymore. You can trust them just fine, but once they start eating, like, even if it's just carcasses, it changes. How many personalities does Johnny have? I don't know. Who are you asking? Look up vegan cats. No, Mario, I will not look up vegan cats. I don't want to fucking harm my soul. Vegan cats are wrong. Cats need meat like women need dick. Anyways, what are we? We're on green, and we had 4 left to go, so we'll do that. Again, the pit bull owners in this are totally not to blame. Oh, wait, we've got the lady talking about her husband. Let's do that, and I'll use this as a backdrop.
Man charged in a deadly dog attack.
Number 1 of 4. Here we go.
Tonight.
She's also apologizing to the family of the 81-year-old victim.
From the bottom of our hearts, we're sorry.
You know, because if I keep saying sorry, Grandpa will come back. Doubling down, here we go with 2 of 4.
My husband is not responsible.
Yeah, no, the dog did it. No, Mario, nice tat. Look. Don't let the ink fool you, all right? That lady is nutso. All right, completely 110% fucking bonkers. Yaruto, well, that woman doesn't want to say hi to Johnny. I love that he's still on the bit. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you all for being part of the show. Love all the interaction we've had today. Thank you so much for the support, all of you. Nomorio, Yaruto, Wilmer, 5W40 Motor Oil, Stray 321. Like the name. That's kind of cool. Saying hi and having a shark. So, again, back to this lady. Look, am I a dick for not giving a shit about her tears? Because I kind of feel like I am, but at the same rate, you're not the one who just lost a family member because of your 3 ridiculously overpowered murder machines. And by the way, they weren't wearing their collars. That fence looked like complete garbage, all right? I could get through that fence, and let's just say it doesn't take much resistance, all right? I'm just not trying to brag. I could lean on it. It'd fall over. All right, going back to Crocodile Dundee tears here.
Abilene Moreno says her husband did everything by the book to keep the dogs from escaping their property.
I saw the fence in the video. No, you didn't.
Right now, he's in jail on felony
3 of 4. Here we go.
His dogs killed an elderly man outside of their home's fence and injured 3 others. Ken 5, Sarah Duran spoke with Mrs. Moreno about the horrific attack.
Abilene Moreno shows me how they pushed it down. Her 3 dogs, King, Snow, and Legend, escaped the yard Friday afternoon. Moreno says she and her husband, 31-year-old Christian Moreno, weren't home at the time. But before they left, she says the 3 dogs were harnessed, tethered, and locked behind the fence.
Okay, so somehow these 3 dogs got out of their harnesses, off of their tethers, and through a fence. How?
Coming back, and I saw the dogs behind the gate, but they were full of blood. When the Morenos returned home, the dogs were out of their harnesses, and they learned King and Snow had attacked 4 people. One of the victims, 81-year-old Ramon Najera, died in the Molly. It's traumatizing
to see that my dogs that I raised since they were puppies did that to somebody.
Her heart goes out to the victim's wife, who was also severely bitten but lived. Moreno says the dogs who they've had since they were puppies were never raised to be aggressive.
We never hit them. We never neglected them. We never abused them.
Moreno does admit the dogs have a history of escaping the yard.
It's almost like no matter what you do, these things are kind of, I don't know, demon machines, man. Kosher U.S. Patriots from Sovietstan says social activity, wasted time. All right. London Connection. All right. How many? Well, that one was. What's he doing with an axe? He needs a spear or a halberd. I don't like seeing animals hurt. I just don't. I don't like seeing animals get hurt. I don't. But I totally understand those animals needing to be put down. I still wouldn't want to see it. But good God, I mean, just... They have a history of attacking. They got loose and they killed people, but you guys are not to blame. All right, if you're not to blame, here's my thing, and I don't think they're going to say it again because they're already saying, oh, but they're so nice. They were never raised to be vicious. If you're not to blame, then who is? If you want to play that game, then you got to be like, you know what? No matter what you do, you got to start standing out against the pit bull owners. All right, so maybe it was the breed. I hate to admit it. Again, like I said, you can love pit bulls all day long. I love the idea, if I wasn't handicapped, I love the idea of having like a fucking lynx or a bobcat as a pet, all right? Like legit. If I could take care of myself to that degree, I would actually like a fairly large cat, like fucking big dog size cat. I think it would be dangerous. I think that cat would be dangerous to people. I think there'd be a lot of responsibilities I would have to have. And I would have no illusions about raising the animal, having a bond with it, only giving you so much room. But, yeah, be aware that what you have is a weapon. That's not just a dog. And apparently, if the husband isn't to blame, then who is?
Says both King and Snow have been involved in bite cases in the neighborhood. The most recent bite case, Animal Care Services confirmed, was last month, and the city took the two dogs into custody. At that point, Moreno says her husband didn't want the dogs back, but
our kids wanted the dogs out.
Before that could happen, the dogs had to be sterilized. Moreno says when the dogs returned home, they appeared to become more aggressive. That's when Moreno says she changed her mind about keeping the dogs.
So you wanted to take them back to ACS?
Yeah, yeah, because I was like, you know, these dogs are really, they're not for us no more.
Then the deadly attack happened. We reached out to ACS, and in a statement they said, by allowing their pets to roam has a direct correlation to this bite incident, not the pet's sterilization status. Now Moreno says the family has no pets. Her husband, who she describes as a family man, is in jail, and Moreno fears living in the neighborhood.
Because of people saying certain things or threats.
For now, Moreno says she is focused on paying her husband's bond to get him out of jail.
We're sorry for everything that happened. We never intended for anybody to get hurt.
On the west side, Sarah Durant, KENS 5.
Now, we spoke with a local dog trainer who is also an aggression specialist. She says ultimately this tragedy could have been avoided. Aubrey Bailey.
Notice Aubrey Bailey seen here with what is clearly not a pit bull.
Is the owner of Champion Canine Companions. She works with both pet owners as well as the military. She has worked with all kinds of breeds, including the American Staffordshire Terrier, which were the dogs involved in Friday's tragedy. She says the behavior of a dog depends on how the dog is raised. However, people need to know there are some breeds that have characteristic traits like being territorial.
You can't own this type of dog without training. These dogs require training in order to live happy, healthy, well-adjusted lives. So these are not meant to just be outside dogs, right? All dogs need to have a good relationship with their handler.
Bailey also says how long it takes to train a dog varies. For some, it could be as quick as a month. For others, it can take up to a half a year or longer.
So, I mean, I don't know. No filter. Wait a minute, what? So maybe it's the breed I just said. I feel like 20 years too late for a who let the dogs out joke. Oh. Who let the dogs out? Oh no, Grandpa. God, I wish I had the sound drop for this now. Just but Grams died alone. Oh man, that pit I was taking care of bit a couple of small dogs. I had to put her down. These people's dogs had numerous bites. They should have been put down before this happened. I agree with what the lady said there, because I kind of just said the same thing with the large cat thing. Like, again, a pit bull isn't a dog you own as just as any old person. Like, you have to understand the pet you're picking, and there's gotta, you listen to the fat Down syndrome chick. Yeah, listen to the fat Down syndrome chick. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Look, I'll agree, because I've seen people raise dogs that are aggressive or have been abused or things like that. And I've seen how they behave with those people. My parents do a lot of kind of shit like that. There's a certain level that you can control them. There's a certain level you can do. There's a lot that you can do as an owner that will help with the dog's behavior. But at the end of the day, you have to know what you're dealing with, and you have to be aware of what you're dealing with. And that's clearly a group of people who didn't know what they were dealing with, weren't aware what they were dealing with. And I'm going to tell you right now, if they have a brain cell among them, they're goddamn glad it wasn't their kids that got eaten. Instead, it was just Grandpa and his wife that got fucking injured. And he was only on his way to try and work a fucking job. What a fucking chode. But yeah, to say they gave the dogs up for a bit and they were more aggressive when they got back, then I guarantee you were not a good owner. Guarantee you that your temporary loss of the dogs and them coming back neutered was something to prove that you did not have good control of those dogs. Again, I'd like to know how they escaped the harnesses. I have I've seen a variety of harnesses. I've granted on Dobermans, but I've seen harnesses used on dogs, and I need to know what harness were you using and how did they get out of it. If they broke the tether or something, fine. But owners should be responsible for anything that dog does. I believe that wholeheartedly. I think if you have a pet, that pet is your responsibility, and too many people think we can just pick up this cute little animal. And again, this is the problem with all dogs and cats. Oh, look at the cute little picture. Oh, look at the cute little puppy or the cute little kitten. Like, those things get bigger. There is a lot more to do with that stuff. Anyways. So, there's that high note to end on. Oh, fuck. Alrighty, so I'm going to be doing a comedy show at Euphoric Ink and Art tomorrow. And that's why tomorrow's show will be ending at 4 p.m. So we'll only be doing a 2 to 4 show tomorrow. I apologize. We'll be back this Sunday for our Rumble only exclusive show, so be sure to check that out. I'll link let's link the current Rumble streams thing here for anyone that wants to follow over on the Rumble channel. The only on Rumble Sunday show. We're going to be doing it through OBS. We're going to move everything we built from this onto that, so that's all going to work. Hopefully the lights will be here. They're supposed to arrive tomorrow. I can hopefully get them attached. So we'll hopefully have... My landlords were on the run with warrants and left their dogs here. That's how I ended up in that situation. See, you shouldn't be responsible for those dogs, all right? Like, I don't like putting down animals. I don't like advocating any of that. But that's, again, not your responsibility. Those dogs shouldn't be your responsibility. The same way as if you moved into a house and there was a cat there, you shouldn't have to put up with the cat, okay? At any rate, The cat's squatting. No, I mean literally, like right now in the corner. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. They left 2 cats also. Oh, well, what dicks? Again, care for your animals, all right? Nice recovery from the start. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm going to freaking do a Google search. We have one last burn to do, and we'll do that as we head out. We'll be back tomorrow at 2 for 2 to 4. An amazing show. Thank you all so much for the support. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Tell your friends, grow the show, or don't. Thank you for being part of it. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. Our last controlled burn to pay off all of these debts.
Game over.
Fuck you. What the fuck? Fuck. Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking. How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
We're all blown to bits. Mind if I pull the underwear out of my crack? Johnny, what do you know about illegal narcotics?
Oh, you got